Yeah.
I don't wanna. Okay, we're live. I don't wanna lose your love
Tonight.
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 Nama, 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 na, na, na. Na, nama, na, nama, na,
Oh, I hear
na,
us.
na.
I didn't mute it.
Yeah, you still hear us in the video.
Yeah. The video killed
happens
the
all the time, right?
radio star. Yeah.
The video star.
The video. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Red guy.
Hey, Red Guy. Hey, Chris. Hey,
What's
TJ.
up, guys?
Hey, Red Guy.
We're liking.
He found us. He found us.
Red guy. He found us.
Red Guy be switching up his schedule, so we haven't seen him around much lately.
Man. He hasn't been talking. How doing?
Like,
We're
hey,
doing
Red
good, Red guy. How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
Well, I wasn't feeling too good today, but I feel better now.
Good. Yeah, sometimes you just need to chill in bed, and relax.
It was a rough morning.
So
but I got through it.
What's going on, mate?
I survived. I will survive. As long as I know how to be alive, I know I will be alive. Super redundancy, right? Redundant lyrics. I will survive as long as I know how to be alive. I know I'll be alive.
For sure. So tell me, what's happening in your world?
Nothing really. I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
Like I said, took the day off, relaxed in bed.
Yeah.
Wasn't feeling well, but now I'm feeling better. And I'm just relaxing for the rest of the day.
Are you off tomorrow too?
Yeah, I'm off for the weekend.
Nice.
Off for the weekend. Do you want to lose my love in the morning then?
Yeah, anytime for you is good for me.
I mean, it's better than lying to you the whole day and then losing your love at night, right? Having you have spent the whole day thinking you had lost our love, It's like when you go to work and they're planning on firing you, but they let you work the whole day before they fire you.
Isn't that bullshit?
Yeah, I hate that.
Bullshit.
Just tell me in the morning, man, so I could just go back home and go to sleep.
Exactly.
Wake up and go look for a job, right?
Exactly. No, we want to keep you all day.
Mexican gypsy magic to cure it. No, it wasn't my stomach. It was my lungs. I couldn't breathe today.
It was the AIDS. Jamie!
I had lung AIDS.
It's time for the Jamie Show!
Now he feel to better. You should have put a T at the end of that. Okay. Feel to better would have been good. What's up, Jay? Travis? Everybody's coming in. We're getting a little crowd building up here. Nice. We're gonna read some articles for you guys.
Yeah.
Because we want to bore you. That's the whole point of this. Is to bore people.
I think we got some good ones. I am actually quite surprised with the way that I thought about the whole, the Kim Kardashian thing and whatever.
Yeah.
Usually you'd be like, oh God, shut up. I don't care. But
yeah, just keep patting yourself in the back. That's cool.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that. Just kidding. I'm just playing with you. Oh, and we plan to read our horoscopes.
Yeah, we're going to read our horoscopes today.
Horoscopes to find out what scope of horror we land in. Are we ultra whores or are we just a little bit of whorish? Who knows?
Thumbs up and down ratio is way fucked right now. Oh, that's always going to happen.
The stars will tell us how much whores we are. Thumbs up and down ratio is way fucked right now. Yeah, I know. Actually, before we even started the stream, I looked and I had one downvote already before the stream even started. So, hate is gonna hate. Drink that haterade.
It's so adorable. Yeah. I love it.
We need more downvotes, actually, guys.
Y'all are gay.
Downvote and unsubscribe. And not share. So, what horoscope are we reading?
Do you want to read that? You want to actually read our horoscopes first?
Yeah, let's start with that.
Oh, okay.
If we're gonna start with stupid, if we're gonna have stupid shit, let's start with it.
All right.
Well, actually, it's all stupid shit. So, like every article, it's like,
I can't believe that's in science. Do you want me to share my screen, or you want to open it?
I'll share your screen. Your screen. I'll share your screen.
Share. It's impossible.
present to everyone.
Google share.
Won't you take me to Homo Town?
Won't you take me to Homo Town? Dan lives there.
Dan said, yeah, Dan lives there. Population 1. That was
your horse scout.
To try to get people to move to Homo Town, so he wasn't the only person living there.
All right.
He said gay town, but it didn't fit their mom's syllables.
Look at this gay shit they do here to make you feel like, oh, look, we know what we're talking about. There's shapes in the sky. Your horoscope for May 31st to June 6th, 2018. All right. You ready to have an awesome month, Alfie?
It's applicable for the rest of the week. Fantastic.
But who is this in regards to? Like, what sign? Is this everybody?
Just going to tell you. It's Rose Marcus, though. You know, she's a professional.
Fuck that hoe. Are you ready? Feels good. Easy does it. Cashing in. Mercury/Mars and Venus/Jupiter aim to help you make the most of it on Friday.
Thank you.
It's an optimal day to connect, make money, reward yourself, hit the road, or cozy up to the one you love.
Oh, that's why we're doing the stream, Amy, you see?
Yeah, cuddles. Saturday, Sunday, the stars lean towards social engaging rather than one-to-one relating. But no matter how you play it, satisfaction is on the ready dial-up this weekend.
Nice.
Tuesday.
Oh, we just gonna skip to do Tuesday? What the fuck? We lumped the whole weekend together and we're just skipping it.
This is professionalism, okay?
Yeah.
Tuesday, you have game or they do. The day can be most favorable for a meetup, an important talk or debate. Debate me, bro.
Oh, Tuesday's debate me, bro day.
For buying. Okay, listen to this. Everything is on Tuesday, okay? The day can be most favorable for a meetup, an important talk or debate, for buying, selling, brokering a better deal, and for setting plans in motion like every other fucking day. Tackle the paperwork, watch the game, give your lover what they deserve. On the other hand, Tuesday, Wednesday could produce a noticeable shift, redirect the conversation, or something more. Read the fine print. Watch for signals.
We're getting laid.
Subtle vibes and intuitive impressions.
I feel it. We're getting laid.
Mercury in conjunction with the sun can bring something out into the open that needs to be discussed. Venus in opposition to Pluto triggers potent, raw, or compulsive emotions and makes for an edgy undercurrent. It can be hard to hold back on feelings, cravings, or desire.
Citation needed.
Both Mercury/Sun and Venus/Pluto are quick on the uptake. Both have a talent for connecting the dots and getting the message across.
I've never heard planets been told to have talent. Like oh, Mercury, you mad talented Mercury.
Venus or Pluto can look to hit a target or to find one.
Ooh.
Okay, this bitch goes back to Tuesday again. Oh, wait, what was the dates? May 31st to June 6th. I guess that's Tuesday. Okay. Tuesday could stir up the action regarding an important relationship issue or money matter. Through midweek, the moon in Pisces keeps potential on brew. Wednesday can bring more to the surface or out into the open. Go by feel. Don't make assumptions. What do you think making assumptions is? It is going by feel.
Yeah.
How can you tell people to go by feels and then don't make assumptions?
Go by feel. Don't make assumptions. Holy shit.
People buy this shit. Okay, Aries.
That's me.
Everybody whose birthday is between March 20th and April 19th.
I go first.
You gonna read that one? Or you want me to read it?
Yeah, I guess I'll read.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, it's as good as it gets. Mercury, Mars keeps the conversation and the good ideas going strong. Venus in Cancer, Cancer, soaks it up with Jupiter on Friday and Neptune on Saturday. Let the spirit move you. The spirit is gonna move you. Indulge, create, love them, love it. Tuesday, something important, impactful is said or done. Wednesday, it is easy to get lost, forget, or lose out. Keep it simple.
Okay, what the fuck does any of this mean?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Can we just analyze that for a minute?
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, it's as good as it gets. Okay, what in relation to what?
Yeah.
right? Like it's all vague. So of course, that's the point of it.
That's
Mercury,
the point. Yeah, it's so vague
yeah.
that you can always fit it into anything. Yeah.
So it's not you who's going to keep the conversation and the good ideas going strong. It's Mercury and
It's
Mars.
Mercury doing it. Yeah, it's because Mercury. 4 thumbs down. Where did Alf pick up haters from? Probably from the Lauren Southern video we did.
Yeah.
The 18 video.
Venus in Cancer soaks it up with Jupiter on Friday and Neptune on Saturday. Soaks what up?
Jupiter. Yeah, well, yeah, what is it so good?
Let the spirit move you.
The spirit is gonna move you.
Indulge, create, love them. Them what?
Them, yeah, who's them? The spirits that are moving me?
I guess. But then why would it be referred to in the plural when spirit is referred to in the singular? Tuesday, something important, impactful is said or done. And it's going to be something like, yo, I jerked off so hard, my dick hurts.
Oh, shit.
Here's your Tuesday impact. Wednesday, it is easy to get lost, forget, or lose out. Yep, it's easy to do that every single day.
Yeah. There's like giving you everyday advice, but saying that it's because of this time period, I guess.
They just like, they're like, you've seen that Jordan Peterson phrase generator? You just like click on the button and it comes up with all these words that he says, and it's just like a jumble of shit. And to the untrained eye or to someone who's like just really stupid, it sounds really profound and like it has meaning, but it's actually just sound and it signifies nothing. None of those words.
Yeah, just like this.
Yeah. All right, you Tauruses out there, April 20th to May 20th. Even the tough stuff comes easily Friday on Friday and Saturday. Aim to get on their good side. Whose good side? Of the day?
Who are you talking about specifically?
Upsell it. Call in a favor. Talk to a lawyer. Put a difficult matter to bed.
What if I don't need to talk to a lawyer? Why the fuck talk to a lawyer?
What is this? It's
Well,
always
I fucking stabbed somebody last week and shit.
Mercury and Mars and Venus in good shape with both Jupiter and Neptune help you to make good inroads. Tuesday night can stir it up. Wednesday waters it down. Don't bank on a promise.
Okay.
Oh my God. Like the more I read these, the more infuriating it gets to think that people read this shit and they're like, you know what? I'm going to talk to a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Gemini, May 21st.
Sorry, I was talking to Chris.
It's all good.
I'm
Gemini.
Reviled, he's telling me.
Sad. Gemini, May 21st to June 21st. Looking good, sounding good. As June begins, Mercury in Gemini keeps you nicely energized and making the most of it. For this next week, feel your way along and let the moment dictate the play. Friday, Saturday, soak it in, soak it up. Isn't that already in someone's?
Soak it up.
Anyway, let them know how much you care.
They're all basically saying the same shit.
I know. Venus enhances creativity, romance, emotional responsiveness, and rapport. Wednesday, time evaporates. Relax, let it go. Okay. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. You have right touch, right words Friday, Saturday.
Right touch?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You have right touch, right words Friday, Saturday. All right.
Play up the romance, give in to the creative muses, or aim for a spiritual refill.
They're talking about anal.
Emotions, yours or theirs, are an open book. Tuesday evening through Wednesday can keep you swimming in the deep end of an emotional process or creative project. Someone or something can make a strong impression on you. Oh.
Can they now?
Leo, July 22nd to August 22nd. Are you listening, Chris? This is for you.
This is for Chris.
Friday ends the week and begins, and same with Dan. Dan too. Dan and Chris share a birthday, actually.
Do they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, same day. Friday ends the week and begins the...
So lame.
Friday ends the week and begins the new month on an upswing. Use this day to talk it up or get the show on the road. The rest of the weekend continues the easygoing track. Tuesday, go with the flow. By evening, the stars give you more to say, ponder, or do. Wednesday, you'll feel/sense plenty more than is on display.
Well, I think it's telling you to commit suicide, guys.
Oh, by the way, everybody, anybody who gets a hold of this, Alfie is not recommending anybody commit suicide, just in case you do take what he said that way.
It wasn't me. It's Rose Marcus over here. It's not me. I'm just reading between the lines. That's what she's telling me.
Oh, you're playing into your horoscope that you're going to sense more than you can see. Right between
Damn it, she's right. But she didn't say that for Friday. So.
All right, Virgo, August 22nd to September 22nd.
I don't think so, Paul. No. Nah.
Isn't it great when it all just falls into place? Friday can be one of those days. You can feel gifted. You can be charmed. Conversations, plans, and activities should prove delightful and or profitable. The good trend continues to the weekend and for the week ahead. Tuesday evening, say it, do it, get it solved. Wednesday, don't force what isn't coming naturally. Anal.
Oh, anal.
So many.
So much anal.
So many anals.
Anals, guys. You got till June 6th, guys. Get your anals in.
Libra, September 22nd to October 23rd. As June opens, Mars tucks it up. Venus plays it up.
Oh.
Connect, convey, sell it. Get your body moving.
Body.
Head and heart follow suit. Both Venus and Mars are great for setting wheels in motion and for making the most of it, especially through Tuesday.
Awesome.
Wednesday, wander, conjure. Heed the spiritual call. Take a day off. Put off the important stuff.
Oh.
Listen to the reverberations in your anal walls.
Ooh,
Scorpio, October 23rd.
A lot of work and do anal. That's what I got out of it.
Please understand, this is under the science section in Google. Yeah. Okay, like
all proven.
I can't believe this shit.
Forced.
Scorpio. Friday is your best to attend or host an event, sign a contract, take charge, spend on a big ticket item, or make it official. Good news can make your day too. The good trend continues through most of the week ahead. Still, proceed with caution on Wednesday. There's good promise and potential, but it can be difficult to nail it or them down.
Yeah, again, see that? Anal.
Always.
It can be difficult to nail it or them down, but, there's good promise and potential. You can do it. Gotta work at it.
Sagittarius, November 21st to December 21st. The work week comes to a smooth, feels good wrap up. Overall, it's an easy sail through the week ahead too.
Yep.
Even so, late Tuesday through Wednesday, it's easy to get caught up in the emotion, the romance, or a whim. Keep tabs on your medicines, alcohol, or drug consumption. Wednesday, let the creative muses play. Commune with the divine or coast.
I think that one's opposite. That one's telling you to watch out for the anal. It's coming. And then it's by Wednesday, then you let it happen. You let it coast on in, commune with the divine.
Okay.
But, before that, you got to watch your medicines and alcohol or drug consumption because then you might get it too quick and early. Then it hurts.
Capricorn, December 21st to January 19th. Thursday, Friday. Say it, do it, make it happen. The Capricorn moon puts optimal timing on your side. The conversation flows. Folks are willing to spend, indulge, or give you more. Tuesday, Wednesday, Neptune runs a show. Things can slip by you or get lost in translation. It can be a day of drain or heightened sensitivity and imagination.
That's for Paul.
Oh, Paul! Aquarius. Mars and Aquarius.
Paul said Capricorn moon. Yup, anal.
Mars in Aquarius keeps you in good running order through Friday. The moon in Aquarius takes over the job through Monday. Tuesday, this is Jamie. Tuesday evening, a conversation, catch up, or evening out provides good entertainment. Say what you feel. Get it out in the open, Jamie. Wednesday, stay non-committal. Ease up. Save the important stuff for another day. Bro, why is this encouraging procrastination?
Yeah. That was for Devin too.
And this is me. This is the last one. Pisces. Ooh. Venus and Jupiter keep you feeling mighty fine. Romance or your social life can hit a high. Romance? No. Social life? Yes. Friday, make money or spend it. Get on a plane or get your weekend pleasure sorted out.
Oh.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Once the conversation or imagination gets up and rolling, there's no telling where it can take you.
Yeah,
Watch your vices. Don't drive impaired. Like, you need to fucking tell anybody that.
Pisces like to drink and drive, Red Guy said, I have a prediction for Alf. Alf will soon reveal something he kept secret he whole life, and it gonna make Thanksgiving awkward for the rest of his life. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pass you the screen back. Oh, you know what's really cool about Google Hands now? You can actually share per like open application instead of the whole screen, which is what I just did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh.
That's fucking rude.
I don't wanna.
Baby, come back. Hi, Sarah Jessica Fotta. Hello, TJ.
Baby, come back. We could anal all night long. That's why she's running away. She's like, oh, hell no.
No, I don't want it.
That shit hurts, bitch.
Bitch. You stupid bitch.
I love you.
I love you, bitch.
That video is funny.
Ain't nobody gonna love you like, I don't know what he said.
What else?
I'm always gonna love you, bitch.
I'm eating crunchy raspberry M&Ms.
That sounds good. Crunchy raspberry.
Yeah, then it's not bad. Not great either, but it's not bad.
I want to change my picture on Discord to a GIF because apparently if you mouse over them, they move. However, I want an Aimee GIF. Maybe I can change it into a GIF. It needs to be in GIF format. I don't even know. Fuck.
GIF.
I don't really know. You know what I mean? What are you eating?
I just told you, crunchy raspberry M&Ms.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Retard mode in full effect.
I even said, wow, that sounds really good. And then 2 seconds later.
Like, what the fuck? Yes, fucking told you.
Oh my god.
I had a bunch of trial flavors and you could vote for your favorite.
What? We don't have that here.
But it already passed. It ended May 25th was the last.
We didn't have that anyway. You guys have the way cooler stuff. You know what I did see at the corner store yesterday? I saw M&M caramels. I've never seen those
yeah,
before.
I just had some of those like 2 days ago. Those are good.
And?
I think that's one of those from the trial too. It's good.
Yeah.
It's like those. You ever had Rolos?
Yeah, I love those.
I like that kind of caramel in the middle, but they're a lot smaller, obviously. So.
Yeah, but is it harder caramel or is it still gooey?
It's like chewy caramel.
Oh, okay.
Not ultra chewy, but chewy enough. Since it's tiny, it's not ultra chewy.
Okay, so what M&Ms do you have right now? I want to know.
Another one of the trial ones are espresso nut.
And
I think one is mint.
Mint chocolate, obviously.
Yeah. Well, mint, that white minty stuff in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like a York peppermint patty.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It is essentially milk chocolate or chocolate mint, right?
Yeah. Chocolate on the outside, mint in the middle.
So the only ones I've seen here are M&M, obviously your plain, your peanut, your pretzel.
The pretzel ones are good. I don't know if
the pretzel ones are good.
Those are good.
The pretzel ones are good.
They had almond ones. I'm not sure if they still have those.
Oh, we have those too. The almond ones. It's like in a white packet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The M&Ms end up a lot bigger too. It's so nice.
Yeah. See, even Paul doesn't know what you're talking about. Trial M&Ms? Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a voting thing. They had like 4 flavors came out and you could vote on them. You probably haven't seen them, but they're probably in the stores around you. But it ended the last time. The deadline was May 25th or something. So it's already over. I have espresso nut in the room. I'm gonna go get it in a little bit.
If they ever stop making those espresso nut ones and you ever get to go to Starbucks has really good chocolate covered espresso beans.
Really?
Yeah, they're the best I've ever tasted. You probably like them because you like coffee. They're really good. And the chocolate's really nice too that they put them in. Oh my god, is there a spider on me? Oh god.
I'm gonna chocolate cover my nuts so you'll put them in your mouth.
One at a time or both?
That's a good question. We'll find. Yeah, we'll play around. We'll experiment.
Okay. It'll be like ball vag fondue.
Oh God.
Aimee and Nuts. Hi, Wanty. What's up, Wanty?
I dip my balls in it. Them need to make pepperoni M&Ms. Or maybe bacon M&Ms.
Bacon. Oh, actually, bacon and chocolate is really good together.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know that, like, you can have like salty. You know that umami, right? Salty and sweet, right? You get that savory flavor if you have the balance right.
Mm-hmm.
Your dark chocolate and bacon. Fuck yeah.
Fuck.
Absolutely delicious.
Alps and nuts melt in your mouth, not in your hands. Sure.
They're special nuts. They are Mexicano. Bum, 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 bum,
Mexican jumping nuts.
Mexican jumping nuts.
Check out this hit to the face. Let me
share your screen, man.
I'm gonna share my screen so you guys see this fucking craziness going on here. Look at that. Blah, right in the face. Did you see that?
No, I can't even see your screen right now. Oh, wait. Now I can. Uh-oh.
Blah!
Oh,
right in the
what
mouth.
was he trying to do with the beer? Oh, he fucking broke her nose. He totally broke her nose. Like right in the... Oh my God,
stop! No, you must see it over.
He smashed her fucking nose. That's it. She's done.
That's nuts.
Oh my God.
She might as well kill herself. Alpha Mexican. No, I'm dumb in a can. You dummy. You guys should make a YouTube channel called Aimee and Alf Nuts. We'll call it Alf's Nuts, Amy's Chin. I wonder how long that would last before they took us down. Let's see if I find anything else good.
Ba-da-ba. Aimee and Alf Nuts. Hey, I can hear myself.
Make channel call Weird Alf Yank a bitch.
Yeah, that'll be the bitch that you yank.
Yeah, I'll yank you with my nut. I'll yank you off the streets and take you home.
I'm really excited to finish the rest of that Joe Rogan with Kevin Smith. But
yeah, it was pretty good.
Yo, Grant told me that they were like crying about their pets for like an hour.
Joe getting on that. Yeah, I guess his pet died.
I was looking.
He had a pet that was eaten by
mountain lion.
Yeah, mountain lion.
Yeah, that was his dog. That was a while ago, and he lives in Colorado, though.
Colorado, yeah, that's where it happened.
Yeah, I was kind of going through Reddit yesterday, and I was also there's a Joe Rogan subreddit, of course, right? And there was a picture someone had posted that was like Joe Rogan and Kevin Smith crying about their pets, and they both have tears in their eyes, and they're like wiping their eyes. So sad.
Oh yeah, Red Guy, definitely watch it. It's a good one. It's a good podcast.
Yeah, it's good. I love Kevin Smith too. He's really awesome.
I met him one time. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he like, even though he was unhealthy, I always found him to be really attractive. Like, there's a really childlike quality to him, and not in a shit way, but you know, like, he's one of those people that has kept his inner child alive for all this time. I love that, man.
Made money from it.
Yeah, and he's so like, he's really down to earth and chill, and I really love it. People just try to act so serious all the time, and it's nice to see people not take themselves so seriously and just kind of enjoy it and embrace being a kid and being immature in ways and shit. You're so fucking boring. You can't hold hands with God when you're masturbating.
Yeah, that's so me. But hold on, it's not over yet.
That is so fucking gay. Yeah, Red Guy, I agree. He does seem authentic.
The reaction is me. Like, what?
Yeah, not pretentious at all. Kevin Smith is really cool. That's why I like Rogan too.
He was pretty authentic. It was cool meeting him, but me and my friend scared the shit out of him. He was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, I made Rogan feel pretty uncomfortable because I didn't know what to say to him when I first saw him. I was just overwhelmed by like how much testosterone like I emanate. So I'm like, oh, I'm so confused. I want to fuck you, but I really want to talk to you too.
You're like, oh my God, please sleep with me.
I was like, oh my God, Joe Rogan, I've been listening to you since episode 1. And he was like, what? Are you okay? And I'm like,
okay, oh you're like spazzing out.
Yeah,
you're doing the deep thing, and you're like, I've listened to you. So
it was nerve-wracking. It's always nerve-wracking meeting somebody that, you know, you've like admired or listened to for so long. Yeah, he's kind of humanized now, but it's still kind of like, it's still weird, right? To see someone in the flesh.
Yeah.
And then he put his arm around me and I was like, oh my God. And then I made that stupid fucking face in the photo and I was so pissed. Like, I wish I smiled. Oh, I freaked out. Yeah, I totally freaked out. Totally freaked out. He's really cool though.
She confused Rogan and he spazzed out and Stone Cold stunned her through a table. in a sexual way. Yeah, red guy. That's exactly what happened. Oh my God. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. What's up, guys? What's going on with you? Right now, I am, I can hear myself a little bit. No, it's gone now. Joe Rogan is about 5'8". He's really cool. He's really funny. That show that I went to, actually, I have video of him from that show that I am going to upload to my channel, where people had, as soon as he had come on stage, people were just throwing joints at him, like on stage, just chucking their joints, chucking stuff. And he was like really trying not to, you know, take one and smoke it, because Rogan has this rule where he doesn't just take weed from anyone. But this is BC weed, right? So what he ends up doing is he ends up picking up the joint and he lights one up on stage and smokes it. And everybody was like, yeah, this is so awesome. It was a lot of fun. He is really cool live. I really do like him. Generally, when it comes to comedians, I wouldn't say he's in like maybe he's in my top 5. Maybe top 10 would be more reasonable. But I still love him. Like, I think he's so much more than a comedian. And I appreciate the guy a lot. I always used him as like a father figure, you know? I always love how he just like sits and bullshits with his other comedian friends and just talk about life. And my favorite thing about Rogan, Alfie, is like how he sits around with his friends, like his comedian friends, like he just sits around and bullshits. And like, that's what I love about our group of friends. Like, we just sit around and bullshit and chill out, and like, it's good, man. It's great. Yeah. It's so good. I love that.
Yeah, he's authentic too. I also feel like he's a humble dude, you know? He
really is.
Like, he doesn't live his life like he's a famous or, you know.
Oh shit, Red Guy loves Eddie Bravo. He's really
Eddie Bravo. Eddie Bravo's hilarious.
Yeah, he is hilarious, but he's a little crazy. But I think hilarious. Yeah, exactly. I like Eddie Bravo too. I do like him. He like I said, he's a total idiot on things, but he's a jiu-jitsu master and shit. He's a cool guy. He's funny.
I know people just like him.
Do you? Yeah.
I know people like that.
Look into it, man. Just look into it. Just look into it, man.
Because I'm crazy.
Because I'm crazy, right? Anybody who thinks outside the box is crazy, aren't they? Right. You could see it in that episode with it was episode 9/11 with what's his name, Alex Jones, and Eddie Bravo was trying so hard not to jump out of his seat, because you could tell there was just so much that he wanted to say, but he was trying to be mindful of the fact that like there's a conversation happening. Dude, that's hard sometimes, right? Like we do it too when there's like 4 of us, we all have something to say, and we're all just like steamrolling each other and talking over each other, and it's like, wait a minute, what did you say, Alf? Sorry, Chris. What did you say? Sorry, Jay. What did you say?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you guys said.
But we were talking about that one day that you learned that, and it's like ends up being like a unspoken like give and take thing. You know?
Yeah, there really is something to actually spending time with people, and shit.
And shit.
Yeah, and shit. Yeah, speaking of shit. Oh my God. Yeah, you learn to be like, I don't necessarily think people aren't annoying. I think everybody is annoying in their own way, right? We're all annoying in our own way, but when you become friends with people, you tend to be a little bit more charitable towards those things. And I think that is what makes it easier to get along with people when they're, when someone who knows them a little bit less will react to how annoying they are. It's just weird social psychology shit.
Like I said, watch the video where Eddie become the first American to open up a can of whoop ass on a Gracie in competition. I would like to see that, ready guy. Send me a link.
Yeah, link us. Are you eating those blue chips right now? Or are you still eating those M&Ms?
I mean, sour cream and onion chips.
Mmm.
The brand is called Hers.
Oh, he's got to find it.
Oh. Thank you, Reggae. I think there's MMA tonight. So I might be watching that. I think there's UFC tonight.
Oh, is there? Is it fucking what's the date today? Is it Saturday? No, it's Friday.
Yeah, they're usually on Saturdays, but sometimes they do it different days. Like last week it was on a Sunday, which was weird. On Friday.
I would not be surprised if Alex Jones tries to hunt down those psychic vampires. Oh my God. Interdimensional child molesting vampires. Oh my God. What are you talking about, Alex? Are you insane?
Psychic vampires. Nut job. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Rivera. Tonight is Rivera versus Morales.
What's happening here? Oh, hi. Okay. So do you want to read this Atlantic article? You want me to read it to you or you want to read it?
Yeah. Go for it.
I can read it to you.
Let me present you though so everybody can see it.
Hell yeah, dog. You do what you gotta do. Application window. Title 9. Share. Oh my God.
Oh man. Because the one Sam Harris tweeted out.
Yeah, Sam Harris tweeted this out today. And I liked his tweet because it's actually emblematic of everything, man. Like, where is this? I need to read. I need to read it. The present is now so absurd that the future is unimaginable. It's fucking for real, dog. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. A Title IX case at the University of Cincinnati, rife with legal, anatomical, and emotional improbabilities, illustrates the potential excesses of policing sex on campus. Well, just reading that makes me think like all these kids who are going to university, like they are still babies and their parents did a very bad job just teaching them basic shit. Sorry about that. Is it possible for two people to simultaneously sexually assault each other? Wow, that's a real question. This is the question, rife with legal, anatomical, and emotional improbabilities, to which the University of Cincinnati now addresses itself, and with some urgency, as the institution and 3 of its employees are currently being sued over an encounter that was sexual for a brief moment, but that just as quickly entered the realm of eternal return. The one important thing you need to know about the case is that according to the lawsuit, a woman has been indefinitely suspended from college because she let a man touch her vagina. What kind of sexually repressive madness could have allowed for this to happen? Answer that question and you will go a long way toward answering the question, what the hell is happening on American college campuses?
Yeah, what is happening?
The substantive facts of the case come to us only through a lawsuit, one that has thus far implicated everything from Title IX, the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals, and the United States Constitution to slut-shaming and good old-fashioned horniness.
Yeah.
But not super horniness, because as with many high-profile cases involving the infinitely expandable concept of college sexual assault, the actual encounter exists as merest prologue to the massive novel of ideas that followed it. The event en précis is as summarized by Robbie Sove of Reason magazine. Male and female student have a drunken hookup. He wakes up terrified she's going to file a sexual misconduct complaint, so he goes to the Title IX office and beats her to the punch. She is found guilty and suspended.
Yeah, this happened a while ago. I guess this going through the court process now. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. The image that this conjured of a couple waking up in the fetid bed of blackout sex, coming to the hideous realization of what happened, and then lacing up their running shoes for a mad race across campus to the Turkmeda of Title IX is not just amusing, but offers a potentially useful precedent to the nation's college men. The race is not always to the swift, but the functionaries of the college sex panic have an obdurate habit of determining that the victim of a blearily remembered amorous encounter is the person who decides to report it, with all ties broken by the one who reports it first. Dude, that's so...
See, SJWs, this is exactly what you wanted.
Exactly.
This is what this leads to.
This is a mess.
People having sloppy, drunken sex and then chasing, racing each other to the fucking office to like fucking report it. Shit as sexual assault. That's what you wanted.
This is so stupid. But the lawsuit filed by the young woman introduces a complicated subplot. Both students are members of the campus ROTC. What's that? ROTC.
I usually know what that stands for, but I don't right now.
Okay, we'll figure it out later.
I forgot.
Members of the campus ROTC, it says, and the young woman previously accused a third ROTC student of sexual misconduct. The suit claims that this produced a Title IX complaint and forced the discharge of her alleged assailant from the ROTC program. And it asserts that the young man who made the latest report did not so as a means of self-preservation, but as revenge for what happened to his friend. What?
ROTC is the Reserve Officers Training Corps. It's military.
Oh, okay, cool.
Reserves. People join the reserves.
Neither of the men in question is identified by name in these filings, and so they could not be reached to respond to these claims. The university's Title IX office declined to say whether they had disputed these specifics or to comment on either Title IX proceeding. With the stage thus set, let us journey to fair Verona on the Ohio and to the tale of star-crossed lovers as it is told by the potentially unreliable narrator of case number 118 CV 312 in the United States District Court for the Southern District of Ohio, Western Division. A September night, a campus party, and two students, Jane Roe and John Doe, meet up. Both are hammered, vodka and beer for her, schnapps and beer for him, but John is apparently more hammered because Jane offers to walk him home and he agrees. They arrive at his apartment and Jane fusses over him, offering water and ibuprofen for his injured foot. One or both fall asleep, but awaken briefly for a moment of fumbling. It ends with Jane politely asking, "Is there anything else you want to do?" I can hear myself.
Huh? What?
It's echoing.
Oh.
Weird. It ends with Jane politely asking, "Is there anything else you want to do?" And John taking a hard pass. 2 days later, John makes his report and the campus investigator intrudes into the private lives of adult college students with the result that Jane is suspended from the university indefinitely, meaning until John's eventual graduation, for he has been afforded the full range of protections recommended for college sexual assault victims, including not having to share the campus with his assailant. Oh my God, look at this.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
What a pussy-ass bitch that guy is.
Yeah. But it's funny because, like I said, this is what the SJWs wanted, right? Mm-hmm. Like, there you go.
It would take the combined talents of Judd Apatow, Margaret Atwood, and a parish priest to make meaningful sense of this episode and its punishment. But we will forge ahead with only the facts as Roe presented them in her court filing. I spoke with the University of Cincinnati spokesman Gregory Vare, who invited me to stop by next time I was in Ohio to see all of the great things that were happening on campus and emailed me a statement. The University of Cincinnati focuses on the well-being of our entire university community and makes every effort to provide an equitable process that respects everyone's rights and accommodates their needs. Due to federal confidentiality requirements, we cannot address the specifics of any individual case. Our goal as an educational institution is what's best for all of our students in terms of safety, equity, and support. By some kind of weird alchemy involving the sum of its parts, this strange little event manages to hit upon almost every troubling aspect of the way that these cases are interpreted and punished on the contemporary campus. It proceeds from the assumption that if two drunk college students make out, one of them, and only one of them, is a victim of the event.
Yeah.
It resulted in a fairly common but extremely severe consequence meted on students found guilty of very minor meted on students. Meted? Meted on students found guilty of very minor offenses, banishment from the university until the complainant graduates. And it suggests, oh my God, what the fuck is happening?
Complainant? I always thought
Can
it
you
was
see the
complainant.
blocks on my screen, or is that just me?
Yeah, that happened. That's been happening to me too.
It's weird. And it suggests how easily the system can be manipulated by a student with an alleged grudge. Oh my Lord. Dude, get out of my face.
Yeah, I hate that.
And it is Jane Roe's good fortune to have as her attorney Josh Engel, whose practice is largely centered on suing universities, including on 5 occasions the University of Cincinnati on behalf of plaintiffs who face discipline for sexual misconduct by campus disciplinary proceedings, all of whom until now have been men. In the lawsuit, he cites a recent and underreported ruling from the Sixth Circuit, which has significant relevance to the large number of campus sexual assault proceedings involving 2 drunk students. Doe versus University of Miami found that a school acts in a discriminatory manner when it finds that both a male and a female student are intoxicated and engage in sexual activity, yet chooses only to discipline one of the students. As Engel told me, from a constitutional standpoint, a public school violates the equal protection rights of their students when there is no rational basis to differentiate between male and female students. The court found that even if only one student makes a report, if the school possesses knowledge that both were intoxicated, the school has an affirmative obligation to investigate both students for misconduct without waiting for a report, which makes sense. If they're both drunk, why is it just one or the other's fault?
Yeah.
Based on who complained first?
Yeah, that's why it's dumb. I say they just canceled each other out.
Exactly. So, like, the thing that seems really stupid here is that children, like, to me, people who are dealing with problems like this, I just consider mentally children. You did something teenagers do, you feel regret, and instead of just dealing with that and moving on, you need to make it a big problem so you just don't feel guilty about it, and you can say it's rape or call it something else just so you can deal with the guilt of fucking up or not feeling good about something. But it's like, do your parents not teach you that you're going to do shit that you're not going to be comfortable with sometimes, and you're going to fuck up? Like, you're going to fuck people that you woke up and you see and you're like, wow.
Yep.
What did I do here?
I'm gonna go say she raped me.
Exactly. And I think for girls it's much worse. For either it's much worse, right? But girls do this shit more often, where like they will feel regret and then they will go and complain about it and say that they've been raped. And the worst part is that they are tended to be taken more seriously than a man is with the same kind of allegations.
Yeah.
Right? And it's awful. So we're just like infantilizing everybody and treating them like they're children.
Yeah, that's basically what they want in that kind of world. But Cam said one potential positive here is that the genders being reversed might force feminists to recognize the cruelty of the measures they push for.
That's true, but at the same time, like kids who have the GPA who are in universities and want to make something of themselves are getting kicked out of university because of stupid shit like this. Their entire lives are being ruined.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks. Do you think any other university is going to accept your application if you try? Because all this shit goes on your record, doesn't it? So it's really fucking sad. You're ruining the lives of people who want to make something of themselves because they fucked someone and they were both drunk, they fucked, and now one person has regret and now they're gonna eat shit for it for the rest of their lives.
Eat shit and die.
Die.
Eat shit and die.
All right.
That was his exact point, Amy. That's what he said.
Yeah. Okay, so in other words, college students and administrators take note. The days of blaming one person, almost always the man, for a no harm, no foul, mutually drunken hookup may be coming to an end. It was a ridiculous standard. Oh my God, what? Wait a minute. The days of blaming one person are coming to an end? Okay, but again, I think this comes to the canceling out thing. This is stupid. It was a ridiculous standard, one that infantilized college women, demonized male sexuality, and was responsible for harsh punishment meted out to an unknown number of college students, almost all of them male. It trivialized something grave, a sex crime. What?
What?
Okay, I'm sorry, but like, I don't interpret that as a sex crime if both people are drunk and they fuck and something happens. It's different if someone says no, but I guess what are they? This entirely changes. So are you saying that if someone is too intoxicated and someone fucks them, now they're at fault just because the other person was too intoxicated? What if they were intoxicated and they said yes? There's no real way to tell.
They're going the opposite way. It's like they have a cognitive dissonance in this. They're like, oh shit, having sex with someone that's drunk is rape. And then they're like, oh wait, they were both drunk and one said it to the other, and they're like, oh shit, this is a bad outcome. So they're basically had cognitive dissonance here, and then had to pull some mental gymnastics to be like, I know, they're both sexually assaulting each other, like
It's a sex crime.
like they're doing it to fix their fucked up narrative that's crumbling.
Oh my God. And because it poured all of these experiences through an interpretive system that forced women into the role of passive victims and men in that of aggressive predators, it has helped stoke understandable resentment among young men on campuses across the country. We are left with one central question. Why exactly did John Doe make his report? Is it possible, of course, that he legitimately felt himself to have been violated by a sexual predator? Alternatively, he may have been motivated either by self-preservation or revenge. Whatever inspired him, one thing is clear. The system as it currently exists has burrowed itself so deeply into the private sexual behavior of adult students that it stands as a hovering third party to every intimate act, a monitoring, prurient, vengeful force. A half a century ago, a group of American college students realized that the American university had assumed a role in their lives that was fundamentally at odds with their constitutional right to live in freedom. They wanted personal freedom, political freedom, sexual freedom. They wanted to take their chances in life and be answerable only to the law and to their own consciences, not to the politically narrow and sexually repressive standards of a committee of campus bureaucrats. They wanted the university out of their private lives. For young women in particular, their virginity endlessly protected and fetishized by institutional protocols that included curfews, parietals, chaperones, dress codes, and letters to mothers sent by concerned deans of women. Sexual freedom, with all of the excitement and danger and pleasure and deep risk that is attendant to it, could only be theirs if the university got out of their bedrooms and let them make the sexual lives they wanted. Wow, this is a long article.
Yeah.
Now, in many regards, universities monitor the sexual. This is really fucked up, by the way. Like, why is a university concerned with any of these things at all?
Yeah, that's personal, private stuff.
But you know what, though? It's because, like, I get there is some parenting, right, to some degree. That happens at universities with teachers and advisors and all the people that are actually running the school. But when it comes to this stuff, it's because these university kids, they're acting like they're children. They're running and they're going and tattling on each other. They're making a big deal out of something that didn't happen. And so it kind of like has this negative effect where the university feels like they have to take it under control. Otherwise, the law needs to get involved. And then it looks bad on the university that they just didn't handle the issue on their own. Yeah. So
don't take control. It ends up like that one Evergreen, that place in Seattle, where the students took over.
Yeah, they like locked their professors or the president of the college in the library, and they wouldn't let him leave to take a piss. Like
they were blocking police from going onto the scene.
Oh my God! And it's so stupid. Like they're having a temper tantrum, and the people who like we would consider to be adults that run shit are failing to take charge and tell these kids to shut the fuck up. There was a university in Chicago where these kids were protesting. I think it was Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois, somewhere. And the dean came in and said, if you guys are not out of here by 5 o'clock, you will all be arrested. And that's that. You'll be arrested and expelled. These are the rules. If you don't want to follow them, that's up to you, but you will be handled. And they all fucking left because you know what? That's how you're supposed to deal with shit. can't just have people sitting there and taking up space and trying to get attention in ways that are disruptive.
These people are young adults, but they're still children. This is like their first time out of their parents' house into the world.
It's like they're 7 years old.
Yeah, and they throw tantrums just like kids and shit. And if you give them too much, they'll take a mile.
Of course. And then they also get used to getting, right? So that behavior is being enabled constantly.
Yeah, like those when they do protests in college and then they want like their midterms, good grades on their midterms or something, right? They don't have to take something. They always come up with some shitty, retarded fucking demands. They're like, what? That have nothing to do with it.
But you gotta wonder, right? Like, how is it that, like, the audacity to make demands of the kind that they're making? It's like, did you do this to your parents and did they give in to you? Because how do you think that this is okay?
Yeah, they totally are a bunch of spoiled brats who were told they were special and were given everything they wanted every time they threw a tantrum.
I think the like Disney mentality that people impart on their children, follow your dreams. You can do anything. If you want something, ask for it, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's really kind of fucked up, kids. And like, these people aren't going to be able to run shit. They're all too busy finding problems where there are no problems and not dealing with their own bullshit and putting it on everybody else. And like, it's scarier that it's coming out of a university, because generally it's people who come out of universities that are pioneers and leaders in all the most important areas of our lives: politics, science, history, whatever, being teachers, being fucking politicians, being all the important things that are kind of leadership positions. And these people are the worst.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
All right, I'm going to continue. Oh, it's almost done. Okay. Now, in many regards, universities monitor the sexuality of their students more intrusively than in the 1950s. There are full-time employees of American universities whose job is to sit young people down and interrogate them about when and where and how they touched another person sexually and how it felt and what signs and sounds and words and gestures made them believe that consent had been granted.
Fuck.
This was how homosexuals used to be thrown out of schools and sports teams and the military. This is how young women were punished for acting on their sexual impulses by a wide variety of American institutions in the past. This is beyond the overreach of the modern university. This is an affront to the most essential and irreducible of all of the American ideas: the freedom of the individual. A long time ago, Mario Savio stood on the steps of Berkeley Sproul Hall, his audience a crowd of kids who were in many regards conservative. Some had crew cuts and curfews, many others shared an unexamined faith in the political promises of Barry Goldwater. But all of them had this in common: a gathering awareness that the university assumed a role in their life that was oppressive and fundamentally anti-democratic. Savio's famous words are the stuff of street poetry. There's a time when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part, and you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the levers and upon all of the apparatus. You've got to make it stop. That time is coming again on American campuses, as the strongest and smartest and bravest among the students are beginning to realize that the beliefs and practices that dominate these places are irrational and hugely political. These new students are waking up, resisting, fighting back in all sorts of areas of college life. The administrators want to crush them, but the wind is at their back. The progressive left has all the power on campus, but this unfolding awareness on the part of these counter-revolutionaries has its own unassailable power: truth, logic, and reason. Yeah, fuck the progressive left, man. I'm tired of these people.
Yeah, they're fucking... That was exhausting, yeah.
Yeah, it was very long and very just fucking frustrating and shit. Oh, look, did you see that red guy tweeted you that?
Yeah, I watched it. It was a lot of hugging.
A lot of hugging?
Yeah, they hugged each other for like long periods of time.
No, I gotta kill this. I don't want to look at this article ever again.
Yeah, that's insane.
Oops. Did you see that?
What? I didn't see it. What do we?
Oh, okay, right. Because I'm only sharing the Google. I'm only sharing my Google screen. Oh my goodness.
Dummy.
I just got a meme from Dan. Fucking.
Let me share my screen for a second.
Yeah, do it. So stop sharing. There you go.
Stop presenting this whole.
This whore. This fucking whore. Bum bum bum.
That's actually the perfect song for this. Check this out.
Oh shit!
Oh, it represents everyone. Wait, look at this guy with the shotgun. Ready?
Yeah.
Countdown. Bow! He shot between his legs. It's a little blocky, but black.
Oh my god! Oh.
What an idiot, right? He almost shot his foot off, man. That's so close. Right before. There's another one too. I was gonna show.
So uncomfortable. You Muppet. That's funny.
This one, yeah. Who thought this was a good idea?
Oh!
I don't know why he thought this was a good idea. Fucking toddlers.
That's the worst.
Saw that one already. What's this? Oh!
Oh, the bike got him too. He got clipped.
Oof, but that scraping on the ground with his arms exposed. Oh,
road
and
rash.
his belly and shit. Oh,
Road rash.
Gotta be bad. 4, you Muppet. What's he doing? Oh, it was like probably like a little thing that goes, meh, makes noise. What's this car? You Muppet. Oh, this guy's trying to drive off with a boot on his car. That's not going to go well. Oh, there's smoke coming out of it. Oh, he broke through it. Oh, but there's so much smoke coming out. His back tires are fucked. All right, here's an article. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Obese people should be allowed to turn up for work. An hour later, government advisor recommends. The plan could see obese office workers miss the rush hour commute, demand an extra large chair, or even work from home. Oh boy, more giving in. All right, so fat workers should be allowed to turn up late and be protected under discrimination law, a leading employment specialist has said. The plan could see obese office workers miss the rush hour commute, demand an extra large chair, or even work from home. A UK government advisor will propose changes at the European Congress on obesity in Vienna, as new research shows Brits are among most fattest in Europe.
What? Really?
Oh, look at that. Really? You guys are catching up. You guys are going to be like Americans soon. Professor Stephen Bevan has advised the Department of Work and Pensions and is a member of the Public Health England's advisory board. He will tell 2,000 medics that obesity should be classed as a protected characteristic, allowing staff to sue fat-shaming pauses.
Are you...
Wow.
I can't handle this. This issue, this fat shaming issue, this obese people issue. Look, unless you have some kind of thyroid problem for which they do give you medication and stuff, like shut the fuck up. You are not supposed to be fat. If your body is working healthily, and that's not to say you can't have a little bit of fat on you. I mean, sometimes that is a healthy weight for people to have a little bit of fat on them, right? Yeah. But like when you're obese and you are clearly overweight, that is a sign that your body is not working properly, and probably most likely because you put shit in it and you don't do anything and you sit all fucking day.
Yeah.
Fuck you people. Fuck you fat motherfuckers, man. You come up here, you eat whatever the fuck you want, and you want to be a strain on the medical system, and you want to be pardoned for coming to work on time because your fucking fat bitch ass can't get to work on time because you have to waddle out of bed and shit. Not my fucking problem. Fuck you. I hate it. I hate it. I was a fat fuck too. Did I ever ask for that shit? No, I changed my fucking lifestyle. And you know what? It took like 5 or 6 years and it was really hard. It's still fucking really hard, but I'm still doing it. So fuck you fat losers who just want to make excuses for yourself. Fuck you. Fuck you.
All right. Chris said they keep saying yeah, you went off.
Fuck.
Chris said they keep saying the plan, but it's not a plan that will never likely become reality. The Mirror is a sensationalist rag, to be honest, which I figured as much because they're just really saying one person is saying this, not like an organization or anything. It's just one.
Even though it's fake news, though, this sentiment is prevalent in a lot of places because, like, look at these companies, right? Like these companies who are like, oh, let's have some fat models on our cover, you know? Any body size is healthy. Like these things are being promoted. So independent of this article in particular, these things are occurring, right? We need to accept fatness. We need to accept that people can be healthy at different body sizes. Yeah, different body sizes, sure. Obesity, no. There's a difference. So
it happened with that. Remember that billboard they had in the train station or whatever that showed a thin girl, and it was for like diets, and it said something like it's time to get into bikini weight again or something.
Yeah.
And all the fat people got mad and they had it taken down. And now the same company has put up the same exact ad, but with a fat woman wearing a bikini. It's like, that's totally given in. You 100% gave in. Now you're putting fat people on bikinis because they complain about your other one. It's so crazy.
I'm just sensitive to this issue because I think it's stupid, and I think shame is necessary. You know what I mean? Like, you can't correct things without a feeling of shame. And this is like these kids who don't want to feel bad for fucking up because they got drunk and fucked someone they didn't want to fuck. That shame you feel the next day, you're supposed to let that set in so that next time you don't do the same shit.
Or those people who have absolutely no willpower at all and won't even try to lose weight. So now they want people to treat them different so they don't get shamed or whatever. I also think it's kind of a weird thing to stop people from shaming other people. That's just, you know, everybody has the right to their opinions, and that's just life. You know what I'm saying? People are going to think differently about you because it's something, you know.
If you want to be fat, fine. But people are going to call you fat because that's what they observe.
Yeah.
You know, like people
that's what I'm
like,
saying. You can't get away with that.
Devin's always making fun of people's appearances. Yeah, we all do it. I'm sure people do it to me. People do it to everybody because we observe things about people that we find funny. And that's fine. That's not even always shaming. You know what I mean? But if that is what it is, sorry, it just is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of like you're trying to control how people think and act in public. And it's like, well, you know, people are going to think and act that way. There's nothing you can do about it. Unless you want to get totalitarian and start giving out tickets or jailing people for thinking and saying the things they feel. Yeah. Being fat is fine, but if people point out that you're fat, don't be offended. Yeah, basically.
I just said that, yeah.
All right. Professor Bevan, head of the HR research at the Institute of Employment Studies, said we need to coordinate our efforts so that people who want to work can do so. Yeah, they can work, but they got to work within what they can. You know what I'm saying? It can be working time. It can be having a bit of understanding that someone might need to turn up at 10 a.m. They have trouble with transport or anxiety about transport. That's like saying, can you imagine how detrimental this could be for certain businesses? That's like saying the pizza delivery guy can take an hour or two to deliver your pizza and it's going to come cold and shitty. And then you know what's going to happen? That business is going to suffer for it because they hired a fat person to deliver.
Guess what? People are going to stop hiring fat people. And then what? Why would you want somebody to work with you to have special permissions because they can't move?
Or he's the chef and it's like, dude, we got like 10 tables waiting. Yeah, but I got to sit for a while. I can't breathe right. Or, you know, like, so they're going to have to wait till I feel like I can stand up and start cooking again. Like, but yeah, that's going to make businesses suffer. We should on some level have that. Yeah. We are baked beans in the UK for that. For what? Regressive thinking? For fat people. It can be working time. Oh, did I read that already? Yeah. Many employers get away with whatever they want. Well, they are the employers and they're paying you for a service. So. Professor Bevan will present a systematic review of research into obesity workplace discrimination. Yeah, it's not discrimination when your lifestyle is affecting the business. That's not discrimination. It included a major study on weight stigma in the NHS. Another study found 1 in 5 Brits said they would object to an obese person marrying into their family. Yeah, well, I don't know why you would object, but I would maybe make a statement like, dude, she's fat, yo. Like, why are you marrying her? A third study by the European Association for the Study of Obesity found more than half of UK doctors thought overweight patients lacked willpower. Yeah, that's probably true. They're saying it as if it's bullshit or something. 1 in 3 said they were too lazy to keep weight off. Yeah, that's probably true as well. It's probably more than 1 or 3 that are too lazy to keep weight off. The 1 in 3 are just the ones that admit it. Professor Bevan added, some people say that obesity is the last characteristic that it's still socially acceptable to make fun of. Nah, not really. We have a scheme in the UK called Access to Work, which not many employers know about. If you are an individual living with a health condition or an impairment, you can get support paid for by the government to make accommodations. It can be transport or it can be working from home. Another study surveyed 90,573 people in 9 countries and found only 47% of Brits believe food addiction is a reasonable explanation. This was lowest other than US and Germany. Yeah, but if you have food addiction, then shouldn't you seek help?
Seek help.
Addicts do? People who are drug addicts don't get very good treatment at jobs and shit. You can't call in and say, oh, I smoked too much crack last night, I can't come in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to accommodate for that, or fucking, oh, I smoked crack this morning, I can't come in for another 2 hours, so I'm going to be late. Oh, right.
Right.
You know, can't do that. So how are you going to say that because of food addiction, you're going to come in at 10 a.m. instead of 8 a.m.? It's not a reasonable excuse. Christopher Snowden, head of lifestyle economics at the Institute of Economic Affairs, said, this is a ludicrous idea, that will only create resentment against obese people if it were implemented. It's true. Now other people are going to be like, oh, so because this guy's fat, he gets to come to work late and leave early and all this shit. Take longer breaks. Being fat is not a disability, and the majority of people get to work by car, so it is difficult to see why obese people should be given an extra hour to arrive. If obese people are to be given special privileges, should we not also give special privileges to smokers, alcoholics, and compulsive gamblers? Yeah. Where does it end? Exactly. Next, we'll be giving pedophiles later work hours to have them avoid when school gets in and out. Fucking crazy, right?
I as you can tell, I get super triggered by this. I really do. I'm not.
We should let Aimee go to work late because she's Indian.
You know what I'm saying, right? Like, it's just I'm not sitting here claiming to be like the most fit person ever, but it's just little things that you need to do to not be like that. You remember that like picture I took of that chick who was walking in front of me when I was walking home from the gym? Whose legs look like marshmallows? Like, what?
Yeah.
Dude, like, how unhealthy. And
that was a high school girl. Like, her parents have fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Should that be considered child abuse, you think? Not controlling.
I think it kind of is, isn't it? I mean,
it kind of is. You're kind of ruining their life. You've already set them on the wrong path by a lot. Exactly. You know, if they're that big by the time they're like 16, then you're on you've set them on the wrong path. And the rest of their life is going to be extremely difficult because you didn't raise them with the right diet and you didn't stomp your foot down when they wanted that extra chocolate or something, you know?
Well, these things generally do seem to pass themselves along, right? It's kind of like religion. Like, especially if you're going to behave a certain way around your kids, it doesn't matter what you tell them, they're going to mimic your behavior. That's why a lot of the time when we're in situations where our parents are in really bad relationships, when we age, we tend to kind of mirror those qualities in our relationships. So they influence us a lot. And I think that's why it all stems down to, like, there's a billion problems, right? And people are never ready to have kids because they don't actually understand how big of an impact they have on their kids' lives into the future.
That's true.
And yeah, there's genes and shit that you have to contend with. But if the parents can recognize this stuff and take care of their kids and just impart them with proper information and also take care of themselves, that in the long run is better. But that's not what you see happen.
And put their foot down when they need to. That's what it is. I think parents have gotten lazy. They don't put their foot down. They'd rather give in to the child than hear them crying or throwing a tantrum.
Yeah. I see it here all the time.
Yeah, when I used to work at Blockbuster, I used to see that all the time. Kids would always want one of the candies, and the parents would be like, "No, no, you haven't even eaten dinner yet," or something. And then, "Ah, but I want the candy!" You know, they start throwing a tantrum, and they're like, "All right," and they grab it and put it.
Indian parents are like this too, like especially when it comes to their sons, right? Because they want their sons to be happy. Now, like when their children, if they scream, they cry, they don't even attempt the no. They'll just go straight to McDonald's and get them nuggets or take them to get a toy or this or this or that. And the kid just gets used to it. And then they learn, oh, I can cry and bitch and I'll get stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a reward for something that should not be rewarded. And then that fucks their reward system. And then they're out in the world and they're like, they're having a tantrum and they're bitching and they're starting to realize that that's not how shit works out here. And look at the problems they have. They fucking claim they have PTSD because they got a microaggressed. Fucking cunts and pussies, man. These people are cunts.
Another thing that parents don't realize is that your metabolism is set early in your early development. So if you don't feed your child a proper diet in their early development, you fuck their metabolism for the rest of their life, and then they don't burn fat like they're supposed to. You know, that's how you live the rest of your life. Yeah, so it's like your body puts itself in starvation mode, and it continues to be that way. So every time you eat, it collects that fat and keeps it for as long as it can. As opposed to somebody with a normal diet whose body is constantly burning the fat, you know, and it burns it, stores it properly until it needs to get burned, and continuously burns and replenishes. Where people with bad metabolism is just constantly building up that fat. The replenishment rate is past the level of how much you burn. So naturally, people don't realize that they fuck up their child's metabolism for the rest of their lives.
So what Sarah just says, I'm not joking. I think that's a factor behind the Pakistani rapists in England. They are taught from childhood that they are entitled to anything they want because they get spoiled so much. Well, I mean, you're talking about Pakistanis too, right? Like their view on women is definitely also going to have an impact, and that is something they're taught from their childhood.
You hear that a lot especially with Arab culture. You hear the men are treated like princes, you know, yeah, whatever they want. Yeah, Italians tend to be like that too. They raise their sons like
Indians are like that too. I mean, a lot of our
part of the
these like people here in the Western world who bitch about patriarchal societies and shit. You girls have no fucking clue, dude. Like Indian culture is very patriarchal. Like our Indian women who get pregnant, they check the sex, and if it's a girl, a lot of the time they'll abort it. So there's a lot of places that have stopped actually giving the sex out because they know that they're going to go abort it. You know what I mean? And like these boys are just treated like they're just they're the fucking gods of the earth, and I want my son to have everything, and this is my business I built from when I was young, and it's $1 million thing. But as soon as he's like 25 years old, I'm going to hand half of it over to him, and I'm going to buy him an Escalade, and I'm going to let him party with his friends and do coke and live a lavish lifestyle, and he's going to destroy everything. But don't worry, because I'll still take care of him and I'll still be there to handle his bullshit. And he's just going to continue to be more and more and more of an asshole.
That's what happens.
Yeah. And it's, I don't know. I think difficult situations and challenges build character. And I don't know. I'd much rather have nothing and be a good person. Like, well, not a good person, but an okay person, decent enough. You know, then have everything and just be a douche.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I like about Rogan. Like, Rogan didn't have much. He had to struggle. He had to go through all that shit. And now that guy has fuck you money, and he said he fucks off everybody and he does whatever he wants. But he's still the coolest, most grounded dude ever. I appreciate that. Anyway, sorry, I'm ranting.
No, that's all right.
Her butthole, bleach my butthole. I don't need to bleach it.
It's naturally brown. You can't bleach it any further than that. Just the way nature intended.
Rogan who? No, Rogan. Joe
Rogan. Rogue and who? Maybe he's making a joke and he knows what you're saying.
No! It's impossible!
I'm not Joe Rogan. Right, the guy was talking about corn dogs, and now I want a corn dog. I haven't had a corn dog in a while. Corn doggy. I don't like to put anything on it. People put like ketchup on it. I think the ketchup and the corn masa is weird together. I'd rather just eat it plain. You just landed in Bangkok. You need to make a choice. Be careful who you choose. Choose now. Oh, a bunch of hot chicks to choose from. And people are talking, why are you assuming they want you? I'm not. By the way, they look better than you. They're prostitutes, asshole. I'm not. By the way, they look better than you, even with all your makeup and nudity. What? I'm sorry. All I can hear is, I'm a sexist piece of shit. Of course, it didn't go into all that. Wah. Everybody wants to cry. I don't get it. And fight with each other. What are people talking about? If it was a Cornish dog, Chrissy would be an expert. Yeah, I'll take the Cornish dog. What's up, Blake? I'll dip he corn dog in mayonnaise. No, I definitely don't. I'm not a big mayonnaise fan.
No, I'm with you on that.
I'll maybe in some sandwiches. You know what's good? When you put mayonnaise and vinegar together.
Oh, I've never tried that.
I do that like sometimes on roast beef sandwiches, you know, and it has lettuce and tomatoes and onions. And then you put a spread of mayonnaise and a few drops of vinegar across it. It's nice.
A number of years ago, there was a picture of Britney Spears coming out of a limo, and someone described her pussy as roast beef. And now every time I hear roast beef, I remember Britney Spears' pussy, and I just
yeah,
it's a sad time.
I've been called roast beef for a very long time. As old as rice, as old as roast beef. For as long as there has been roast beef, it has been used as an analogy for vagina. I have sex with my roast beef and spread my mayonnaise.
Oh. I might watch Deadpool tonight.
Yeah, I saw it. It was good. It was. I heard so many different responses about it, and like some, you know, it was like Gangle didn't like it. Will thought it was good, but not as good as the first one. Dan thought it was better than the first one. So it was like so many different responses. But
yeah, but Dan also said that Superman versus Batman was good, and everybody else said that shit was gay. So are you gonna trust him? I don't know. I don't know about that. Dan.
I saw it, and I agree with Dan.
What?
Yeah, I think it was better than the first one. Way better, even.
Oh wait, you're talking about Deadpool now. Okay,
yeah. That was way better than the first one.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I don't know. I like the first one. It was really good. What did you like about the first one?
First one was all right. I didn't think it was all as great as everybody was saying. Everybody made it seem like it was like the best movie ever, and I was like, oh, it's all right.
I think we kind of get taken by the sense of humor of it too. So like, if something is really strong in a movie, that's kind of where most of your focus lies, and it depends on what you're looking for in it too, right?
Yeah.
So if you're looking for an overall entertaining experience, you're going to look for how much did it make you laugh and were the jokes funny and shit. But if you're coming at it from like, all right, this is like a comic book I like or a character I like, what elements, like what am I looking for in those things, and you don't see them there, that could kind of detract, right? Yeah. So it just kind of depends how you look at it.
I don't like, it lost points on me just on the filmmaking in general. It was very, it was paced weird. You know, the back and forth, the way they did it made the film seem really short, and it felt like we were seeing the same thing over and over again at times. And it was like,
yeah. Something
so
about
that kind of threw me off. But this movie does it. I think kind of does the same thing with the going back and forth, but it does it a lot better, I think, and the pacing is good.
Yeah, there's something about.
Dan said, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go watch Batman versus Superman again." You've seen it too many times, Dan. Give it up. Is he still here? Throwing that kind of shade is worthless now. What are you talking about? Dan is wrong about Batman vs. Superman. I think he's brain damaged, though. He's right about most other films, though.
Oh, Dan is definitely brain damaged in like the best possible way, though. I love Dan.
Not for him, but for us.
Yeah, right. I can't get enough Dan. I'm a fan of Dan.
I'm a fan of Dan's surprise butt sex.
I'm a Dan fangirl.
Dan fan.
Oh my God, Dan! He's so cool. I wish I could be like Dan too. When I grow up, I want to be like Dan.
Oh my God.
How is my money taking going? It's going well. It's at $2,500, and I have $2,500 to go, and it's going a bit slow now. I think it's kind of stopped, and that's okay. I will do a little bit more in a bit to do a little, hey guys, give me a boost or something. But it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna. It's amazing. I got any donations at all. To be honest,
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome. So yeah, I did flatline. It's all good.
The best possible way, apart from when it comes to Batman versus Superman. Sucks for me, but great for you guys. That's what I said.
Don't bring unimpressed to an optimism fight, Chris.
Yeah.
That's so true. That's a great point.
Dan, where do you lie on Guardians versus Galaxy 1 versus 2?
I haven't seen the second one yet. We need to do that.
Yeah, we still have to watch the second one with Aimee. But Chris has seen it, and he was unimpressed.
Jamie too. Jamie as well. He hasn't seen it.
So I want to see where Dan lies on that.
Yeah,
I liked it better than the first movie.
One is better, he said.
Oh, that's it. I'm done.
Kumite!
Our bromance is over.
Can I tell you, I rewatched Devin's video yesterday, the Andy Worski blows up one.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Like, I wasn't really paying attention the first time because I was kind of walking around the house and doing shit. But I sat down yesterday while I was doing yoga and watched it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, he fucking flipped out, dude. And I get that there's an entertaining aspect to these kinds of things, right? It is funny to watch people flip out. But when you have so many people watching you, don't you kind of think that, I don't know, you're kind of a bit more responsible to act like an adult when fucked up shit happens and you're seriously dealing with issues? Because you're influencing younger kids. Maybe I'm too much of a mom here, but I don't want people to deal with their problems with people they've said are their friends like that. I certainly don't want to. What a fucking freak, man. How do you get so stressed out being on the internet? You can't put all your eggs in one basket. I don't know. I just don't know. Hi, red guy. Mommy. Yeah, for real. For real. I really am. I don't even know how.
Did you see Worski streaming last night with 300 watching? How the mighty have fallen. Wow, it's going down like that? Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect?
They're a whole island that think Flapjack a granola bar, and this Gresham will not stand. Flapjack titties.
No, Blake, he wasn't being entertaining. He was actually losing his shit, and you could see it in his face. He was screaming, and he was insulting Tonka and failure, and oh my God, it was just he said, she said bullshit, and it's okay, so is what's happening here is you're getting mad about someone going on a stream that they said they weren't going to go on, because that's what I gathered. But it's just retarded. I don't even know, man, what the problem is. You're
retarded. I don't think I could ever get that emotional over anything. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, maybe I could, but it has to be way worse than what was happening there. That was nothing.
Can I just mention that the Weezer cover of Africa is fucking amazing? Shut up, Alfie. Shut up.
Here we go again with this bullshit.
I bless the rains out in Africa.
First off, blessing shit is bullshit. And secondly, Africa, I mean, come on. Nobody wants to go to Africa.
Aimee, send Worski a letter that say you don't want you kids watching your show. I would have Worski on, actually, but he would never come on because I'm nobody. So
come on, I'm on.
Yeah, I would have him come talk to me. I think it'd be nice. I would like to talk to Worski.
Oh, you want that stuttering eating out and shit.
The stuttering eating out.
Yeah. If you all start stuttering, that shit's gonna be great.
Dan gave all the AIDS to Africa. Dan is so Dan is so gay.
I
Dan
don't
is so
disbelieve
fucking
that.
gay.
The AIDS epidemic picked up in Africa after Dan paid a visit. He went on there on vacation. Then, boop, AIDS epidemic.
Dan is so gay, he gave Africa AIDS.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
Okay, the rate his
Fuck
popularity
off.
will be on your show in 3 months.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna see if I'm even following him right now. Andy Worski. I am following him. Can't message him though because he's not following me. So I don't know how to do that.
Just start going on his streams and start kissing his ass. I mean, he's not going to have that many people to look through in the chat, so he'll see.
Turn off retweets. Add remove from lists. What? 30 years old. That's what that's what his bio says.
You sad about the news award? Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep watching after if Rick goes. I don't see the point, but we'll see. Hard to say now without knowing what direction they take it, I guess. They said they're going to try to take it. They were trying to get Daryl to be the main character now, but I don't know if I'm interested in Daryl as a main character. You would have that stuttering school shooter on. If I see Worski in public, I will ask him, don't you have a bell tower to climb? Aimee, Chris said, get Devin to speak to him.
Yeah, I don't know about that though.
No, I do not have.
I don't really want to use Devin for that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Block the Worski faggot. I can't trust anyone who can't pronounce. I don't know why Devin wanted any of Worski's viewers. I feel like they were all wankers. Yeah, probably.
I should just tweet at him. Hey, Andy. Hey, Andy.
Come on my show.
I'm a nobody.
Tell him to go on Aimee and chill and learn how to talk to women.
Oh my god.
I think Devin would get a kick out of seeing you dismantle Worski. Oh my god. I don't know if
that's true.
Well, she chews on the apple, all calm and chill. The show is Rick. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Billy.
I just want to have him on, and I want to be like a kind of what is it? Like, I want him to air his grievances, and I just, like, you know how Joe did it, where I just kind of sat there and I kind of asked him questions, and then he just kept saying more and more shit that was like, oh, you're actually retarded.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to say anything. You're doing all the work for me. I ask you a question and you flip out, and you're showing everybody you're retarded. This is brilliant. Like, that's the way to do it. So I'd love to have Andy Worski on, and I'd just ask him a bunch of questions, and then I'd see where he went with it.
Actually, and it's all about stuttering. So how long have you been stuttering? How did you stop stuttering? Do you still stutter? Why aren't you stuttering right now? When does micro cheating become an actual cheating? Is it possible to be unfaithful just a little bit? Oh, God. Micro cheating. What the fuck are people talking about?
Yeah, I'll chat about this with you guys later.
What? Something you found?
Andy Worski. I need to figure out how to deal with this.
I think Devin would get. Oh, that's right. That already. I would get a kick out of seeing Aimee dismantle Worski using sperm. It's funny. There is another Aimee K that has 16,000 subs. Yeah, she gotta steal those subs. Micro cheating equals micro dick. So it's like if you have a small enough penis, it's all right that you're having sex with other girl.
Who makes who sick? Why is Chris saying you make me sick?
I think Dan.
Oh.
Dan makes him sick.
Dan can be pretty sickening. I couldn't dismantle Andy Worski. Using your sperm, maybe.
Oh, tell Leica to come online with us.
Will you volunteer your dick, Dan?
She never does.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to talk to Worski. I think Worski could use a little bit of calming down, and if there's anyone he should talk to, it should be Aimee, because I'm pretty chill.
I said, Leica, come live with us. It looks like I meant come live with us, but it's spelled the same.
Yeah.
So I'm like live stream, ha ha ha, not like live in my house. But yeah, if she wants to live in my house, that's cool too. I wouldn't be against Leica living with me. We play video games all day. All day.
Yeah, Dan, that's the point. I would use your dick as a weapon. So I would like jerk it off into Andy Worskey's face.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I can
Like,
tweet
you know, in
that.
horror movies when the horror whatever creature will lift somebody up and put them through like deer antlers on the wall and shit. You could do that with Dan's dick.
Yeah, I don't know what I would. Okay, so if I tweeted Andy, what to say to him, right? Like, hey Andy, what's up? You want to chat sometime? Like,
you just put Andy, come on my stream. That's it. Plain and simple. I have big tits. Come on my stream. I don't know. I'm not good at that stuff.
I don't know either. Actually, that's a good way to do it, though. Just direct and to the point.
Direct, yeah.
I just said, hey, Andy, you should come hang with me on a stream sometime.
He's going to be like, who the fuck is this chick? He watches Devin's videos, so.
Yeah.
You're the Aimee and chill girl, yeah.
I'm going to put would love to chat, kissy emoji.
Oh, that's it. Now he thinks it's sexual.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have put a smiley.
Now flirting with him. That's another bridge to burn. I have another Aimee hater out there.
I put the sunglasses face on to let him know that I'm cool as shit.
Hey, Tony. Tony at War. Tony at War Kettle. I feel like that will make his stutter worse or fix it forever. Yeah. Andy, come stream on me. I mean, with me. Yeah. Chris said I'm going to reply whore to his tweet regardless. And then he's got another home to wreck. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Does he have a girlfriend? Oh, he does, right. She popped in while he was yelling at failure in Tonka and was like, why are you screaming? Which is a great question. Why are you tripping? Why are you tripping, dog?
Like I said, Alfie is grooming me.
That's been the plan all along.
I said I definitely am. Mm-hmm. We're both grooming her. She's going to be our sex slave when me and you live together with Chrissy.
Oh, Chrissy face. Chrissy face.
She's going to have a harem of hot broads living with me.
Hello. Okay, so
connected to their chokers.
Can we talk about this Kim Kardashian thing?
Yeah, let's go on that. Let me present you.
Because I was actually quite
yeah, that's a good idea.
As much as I find her really vapid, I actually I like this idea that she's like, this is not the one I was looking at. Is this the one? Kardashian West. You can see my Googles. You see it?
My Googles?
Yeah.
I'd like to Google your Yahoo.
Kim Kardashian West. Kim Kardashian West goes to White House on behalf of women serving life sentence for drug offense. Okay. Washington, reality TV star and reality TV president. Reality TV star Kim Kardashian West was heading to the White House Wednesday to make a star-powered case for prison reform and advocate on behalf of a great-grandmother serving a life sentence. Kardashian West has urged the president to pardon Alice Marie Johnson, 63, who was serving a life sentence without parole for a non-violent drug offense. In an interview with Mike, Kardashian West said she'd been moved by Johnson's story after seeing a video by the news outlet. I think that she really deserves a second chance at life, Kardashian told Mike. I'll do whatever it takes to get her out. She said in the interview she'd been in touch with Jared Kushner, President Donald Trump's son-in-law and senior advisor over the case. I've been in communication with the White House and trying to bring her case to the president's desk and figure out how we can get her out, she said of Johnson, who has spent over 2 decades behind bars. Kushner oversees the administration's push to overhaul the nation's prison system and help former inmates gain skills and more effectively make the transition back into society. It's unclear whether Kardashian West was meeting with Trump during the visit, though the president often invites visitors to the White House complex into the Oval Office for informal meetings and photo ops. She told Mike that if she had the chance to meet the president, she'd tell him, I really do believe that she's going to really thrive outside of prison, and I would just urge him to please pardon her. Oh my God, please.
Could you?
Could you please? Like squeezes her tits together.
You should suck his dick for it. If you're willing to suck that old man's dick to get this girl free.
This is weird. Trump last week granted a rare posthumous pardon to boxing's first black heavyweight champion, clearing Jack Johnson's name more than 100 years after what many saw as his racially charged like he's dead already. Who fucking cares? But whatever. Racially charged conviction. The boxer's pardon had been championed by actor Sylvester Stallone, who brought the story to Trump's attention in a spring phone call. Trump has issued just a handful of other pardons, including one for former Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio, a staunch campaign supporter. One for Scooter Libby, who served as a chief of staff to former Vice President Dick Cheney, and one for a U.S. Navy sailor convicted for taking photos of classified portions of a submarine. Kardashian West supported Trump's rival, Democrat Hillary Clinton, during the 2016 election, but her husband, rapper Kanye West, recently offered his support for Trump in a series of tweets, saying they both share dragon energy.
That's funny.
Oh, Kanye. West also paid a visit. Sorry, go ahead. What?
I was just saying he likes him,
Yeah. And he's been eating shit for it. West also paid a visit to the then president-elect in New York before his inauguration. Trump said they talked about life, in quotations.
Life.
As they posed for photos in the lobby of Trump Tower. West has said he didn't vote for the president, but if he had, he would have cast a ballot for Trump. The White House declined to comment on the visit. Trump has talked about the need to get tougher on drug dealers, including suggesting that some should receive the death penalty. What? Really? Death penalty for drug dealers? Yeah, Kardashian West appeared to preview the visit on her Twitter feed, writing, "Happy birthday, Alice Marie Johnson. Today is for you." Johnson was convicted in 1996 on 8 criminal counts related to a Memphis-based cocaine trafficking operation involving more than a dozen people. The 1994 indictment describes dozens of deliveries and drug transactions, many involving Johnson. She was sentenced to life in prison in 1997, and appellate judges and the U.S. Supreme Court have rejected her appeals. Court records show she has a motion pending for a reduction in sentence, but federal prosecutors are opposed to a sentence reduction, saying in a court filing that the sentence is in accord with federal guidelines, based on the large quantity of drugs involved. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Memphis did not immediately respond to a request for comment Wednesday afternoon. A criminal justice advocacy site, Can Do, and one of Johnson's attorneys say request for clemency was rejected by former President Barack Obama. The reasons are unclear. A 1997 Associated Press story on Johnson's sentencing said she led a multi-million-dollar drug ring. But Memphis attorney Michael Skoll, who filed the latest court documents in a request for a sentence reduction, said she was not a leader in the cocaine operation. What is the purpose of putting a lady with no prior criminal record on a nonviolent drug offense in jail for her entire life? She said in a telephone interview. She's a model inmate. Scholl added that Johnson has admitted her wrongdoing, which is borne out in letters she has written to the U.S. District Judge Samuel H. Mays, who now oversees her case. Judge Mays, I'm writing to you to express my deep remorse for the crime that I had committed over 20 years ago. I made some bad choices which have not only affected my life, but have impacted my entire family, she said in a February 2017 letter in the court record. In a hand-scrawled letter last June, she wrote, "I'm a broken woman. More time in prison cannot accomplish more justice." I mean, she has a point there. I think that's kind of cool that she's doing that. I hope that, this is a great example of one person that you can kind of make a figurehead for this kind of movement. But there's so many people who are in jail who shouldn't be in jail just for possessing marijuana and stupid shit like that. Should not be.
I think life is a bit much. I think
hell yeah.
I think she served 21 years. I would have thought 20 to 25 years would probably be enough.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't think that. I get drugs are illegal. I get you should go to jail for a little bit of time for selling drugs and shit. But at the end of the day, it's just a business. It's just an underground business, and there has to be reasonable punishment for these things. So I don't really understand.
Not only is it her first offense, but it's a non-violent offense. She's not hurting anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Give her a chance to come back into society and see if she can do good. Instead of.
But she's 63 now, right? You kind of fucked her whole life.
Yeah, basically. You already took enough of her life. Let her enjoy some what's left of it, right?
Right. And who knows what her health is like, what this or that is like. Like, it's just going to be super shitty. Okay, this is Cosmo. I would read this, but like every time I read a Cosmo article, it just makes me read it in that voice I read it to you earlier. Oh, this is so short. Gifts offered by private individuals living in the UK not personally known to the member of the royal family should be refused where there are concerns about the propriety or motives of the donor or the gift itself. I mean, no shit, right?
No shit.
Meghan and Harry asked that people give money to charity in honor of their wedding. Yeah, that's nice. Apparently, members of the family aren't allowed to accept gifts from people or businesses they don't know in order to prevent them from being exploited. The Queen in particular can't accept gifts for security reasons, which makes sense. Millions of dollars worth of unsolicited presents from random businesses, presumably hoping for SpawnCon.
SpawnCon.
Is that like sponsoring something? As well as various celebrities and firms. The packages simply won't stop arriving at their Kensington Palace house, and they're sending everything back. $9 million worth of gifts. Can you imagine? What kind of shit do you think they're getting?
Why are they returning that? I don't get it.
Well, they're returning it because they're getting it from places they don't know of, from businesses and individuals, right? So there's a security. But this kind of makes them sound like they're a little bit more charitable than what's actually happening, because they're probably accepting gifts from people who are obviously invited, right? But it just makes sense here that anybody from the royal family would not accept any packages coming from places and businesses that they don't know of. Because they want some kind of like, oh, we sent the royal family packages, right? Like we're virtuous. Yeah, exactly.
Virtue.
Here's a fucking cool one. I actually really like this.
I wonder how many of those presents were sex toys.
I know. Let's hope they don't need those. Yeah, they're still young and spry. China invites all UN countries to use its future space station, which is going to happen when? This is really fucking cool, though. Go China. China announced Monday that all member states of the UN will be welcome to cooperate with China to jointly utilize its future China space station.
Nice.
A ceremony took place in Vienna during which Xi Jinping, there you go, China's ambassador to the UN, made the announcement amid other international organizations and leaders in Vienna. According to Xi, the cooperation between China and the other countries on the space station will be open and inclusive. Firstly, the cooperation will be open to all countries, regardless of their capabilities in outer space exploration. Secondly, it will be very inclusive, embracing governments, international organizations, private entities, and research institutes, and it will be carried out through the use of various means. Whoa, look how this is going to look. That's cool as shit.
That is cool.
Okay, so it's displayed at China, blah, blah, blah. China Junior. China plans to have a new space station in operation by 2022.
Oh, wow, that's soon.
Well, that's like 4 years from now.
Yeah.
The space station, which is expected to go in operation by 2022, will be the world's first space station that is developed by a developing country and open for cooperation with all UN member states. The announcement was received with sweeping applause at the ceremony, especially from representatives of other developing countries. I think it's very generous of China to offer space technology for other countries. It says Priyani
Vijayasekara, yeah. I don't know.
A representative of Sri Lanka to the UN.
No wonder.
Yeah, China has been a good friend of Sri Lanka for the past 70 years, so I'm sure we'll be making use of it, because Sri Lanka itself cannot afford space technology, but there's so much benefit we can get.
They got a bromance going.
Simonetta di Pipo.
Simonetta di Pipo. That's great. That sounded like when I do like the little songs and shit that I don't know. I'm like, Simonetta di Pipo. That's great. That's how you pronounce it too. Simonetta di Pipo, yeah. Simonetta di Pipo.
Right? It's cute. It's a cute name.
Yeah,
Doesn't it make you happy just hearing it?
Yeah, I love it.
Hey, somebody call Simonetta di people.
Hello, my name is Simonetta di people.
Hi, you've reached the offices of Simonetta di people.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would be like, yes. On the phone.
Me too. The director of the UN Office for Outer Space Affairs welcomed China's move and said that the country was ready to share its state-of-the-art space program, which is one of the most holistic and technologically advanced in the world. Dude, what is the US doing with their space station? That's a tin can in space at this point.
Oh, damn. Shots fired.
Listen, okay, we got a trade war going on, Alfie. Yeah. Let's not stoke the fires anymore. Oh, shit. A 3-month application period for public organizations, industries, and private sector organizations with a scientific orientation. That's really cool. They're planning to land on the far side of the moon, too.
Whoa. Good luck to them. It ain't gonna be easy, but they could do it.
I think so. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano shoots lava into the sky, sending rivers of molten rock into the ocean.
That volcano shit's crazy. Basically, there was like, I was watching the news I think it was last Friday, and it was like this whole island was getting covered in lava, and they had to evacuate the entire island. Like everything's gone. Nobody's.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The entire island's gonna be covered in like molten rock, basically, with all their belongings under the molten rock.
Dude, is this a laxative commercial I'm watching right now?
I'm talking about volcanoes.
I know. That's a great point. Wow, look at this.
Whoa. That's nuts. Look, there's like houses down there. Look at that.
Oh, this is Earth making more Earth. That's all it is.
Yeah, basically.
So it said something. Yeah. But it said something like 75 homes have been completely covered in lava.
Yeah, that's
molten rock. Oh my God!
All your belongings are gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, life. Look, I feel a feeling in my heart because of the kinship with the lava that I have now.
Oh, you should have that. You should have been there, Amy.
Dude, look at that. That's insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Look at these idiots getting so close.
Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, get out. Study this. Probably smells too.
They're probably like, wait, this isn't the vacation we were promised.
Forcing thousands to flee. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano has captivated people around the world by shooting lava high into the sky and sending rivers of molten rock pouring down hillsides into the ocean over the past month. Oh, it's been going for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rogan was talking about being there when it started.
Yeah. It's been going on for a while.
Scroll down for a look at some of the most stunning images from this historic eruption so far. Wow, Alfie, look
at that. That's nuts. Oh, fuck.
Kilauea's lower east rift zone continues to erupt as Fissure 8 spews lava at a high rate, feeding a massive river that meanders towards the coast in Pahoa, Hawaii. The slow pace of the flow has geologists concerned, as it is increasing in height, and any breach in the dike could send a flood of lava laterally. What? Look at these people are so close. Like, what are they doing?
Get the fuck out. These people are stupid. I know it's really slow moving, but still. All those fumes, too, that's going to fuck you up.
Yeah, that's really bad for your lungs, all that shit.
That shit's going to fuck you up.
Mandatory evacuations were ordered for the immediate area surrounding the raised channel.
Yep. And people stood around and took pictures and shit.
That's a thing now, right? Something happens, don't run away. Just pull your phone out and take pictures. Volcanic gases can be seen above, rising from the Kilauea lava flow that crossed Pohoiki near Pahoa, Hawaii.
Pahoiki.
Pahoiki. See, I don't know these things.
Combine the sound together. They separated.
I went to hella white on that. Pahoiki.
Pahoiki. From down Pahoiki, New Jersey.
Simonetta di people.
Simonetta di people. It'd be great if it was like a sports player, like they're playing soccer or something like that. Y aquí viene Simonetta de people.
Oh my God. Below, lava from Kilauea's lower east rift zone spills into the ocean. Yo, check this shit out, man. This is insane. Lava advances. Oh my god, it looks like an ocean, but it's not. It's lava.
It's an ocean of like watery
Molten
rock.
rock.
Yeah, watery rock, liquid rock.
Look at this. Lava erupts from a fissure and travels toward homes at Leilani.
Fucking Billy. La Mega se pega, yeah. The U.S. needs to have big funding for. Oh, wait, this Hawaii volcano is Amy's fault. Yeah, because she didn't throw herself in, so it erupted.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Sorry, Hawaii. Sorry, Hawaii.
Sorry.
Hawaii.
Sorry.
Sorry, Hawaii.
Oh, sorry, Pahoiki.
Oh, shit. Cam said if 9/11 happened now, there'd be collapsing building selfies all over the internet. It's true.
Check this out. Look at this. The time lapse. Lava flow time lapse. Let's see this.
Yeah, look at that. That's crazy.
And it's still going. Fire and water.
Kilauea. Hawaii's Kilauea. Gosh, yeah.
Lava flows into the ocean after erupting from a fissure at Kilauea's lower east rift. So this is the only active one right now, right? Are there any?
Is that it falling into the ocean, like dripping into the ocean, and all that steam's coming out from it?
Yeah, it flows into the ocean after erupting from a fissure.
It's cooling down and turning to rock. It's going to build more land, right? It's going to start floating lands. An
aerial view of Kilauea's volcano summit caldera and an ash plume billowing from. Oh my God! Can you say that for me? Halema umau.
Yeah, halema umau. Halema umau. Wow, that's hard to say.
Halema umau.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That was a good one. Halema umau.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, it is very weird.
A crater within the caldera, May 27th. Damn, lighting up the sky. Whoa! Look at that shit. A lava flow from the Kilauea volcano illuminates the night sky near Pahoa. That looks like some horror movie shit. That's Night of the Dead shit right there. Why are these people doing this?
That might be his job.
Yeah, I guess so, but I guess they wouldn't really go. Look at these guys, no shirt.
That ain't
chilling on their pickup truck and shit.
Yeah, that's nuts. Several residents of Leilani Estates. Wow. I'm just waiting for their estates to die. Wow. Near that building right there. It's coming right for it.
Is this the dragon energy Kanye West was talking about?
Yeah. Donald Trump and Kanye have too much dragon energy. It's got to come out of somewhere.
Oh, did you hear about this fucking awful case? 30-year-old evicted by parents leaves home with help from radio host Alex Jones. So this guy was bitching, right? Because his parents didn't want him to live there anymore. Let's check it out.
I saw him on CNN being interviewed by what's that lady's name? Megan something.
Megan who?
I don't know.
Are you talking about the Fox News host?
No, CNN.
Megan
something.
Yeah. What about her?
She interviewed this guy. She was like, "Wow, do you have a job?"
Yeah, exactly. Michael Rotunda had to move out of parents' upstate New York house after they went to court to evict him. Oh my God. The 30-year-old man whose eviction from his parents' suburban home drew national attention finally left Friday, hours before a court-ordered deadline, with financial help from right-wing radio host and conspiracy theorist Alex Jones.
Why? That's good reading, I guess.
Michael Rotondo honked and waved to reporters as he pulled out of the driveway. So here's a weird thing about the situation, right? This is obviously his parents' fault too. Why did they let him live with them for so long? But it's also really stupid to have to to justify that you're 30 years old and don't have a job and still live with your fucking parents. Get the fuck out of here. Michael Rotondo honked and waved to reporters as he pulled out of the driveway of his parents' split-level ranch in Camillus, New York, 2.5 hours before the noon deadline set by a judge last week. He said his parents had said goodbye, more or less, and got his rumbling station wagon running after some false starts, according to the Post-Standard of Syracuse. How did he even get it going?
Yeah, I agree, Billy. It's a sad day and age when a parent kicking a kid out of, but it's not a kid, kicking a man out of the house.
Yeah, he's 30.
But it shouldn't be news.
Rotondo had avoided TV crews staked out on the upstate New York road earlier Friday morning by leaving from the back, but he returned around 9:30 a.m. in the passenger seat of a pickup truck. He loaded a cooler and garbage bags full of items into the truck, then dealt with the station wagon, which has a broken coolant system. Oh my, poor thing. I gotta get going before that thing blows up. Mark and Christina Rotondo brought the court case against their son after several eviction letters offering money and other help were ignored. They offered him $1,100 US so you can find a place to stay and nudged him to get a job. This fucking guy doesn't even have a job and they were trying to give him money to incentivize him to move out. There are jobs available even for those with a poor work history like you. Yeah, get one. You have to work. Yes, exactly.
Just seems like this guy was ultra lazy and just
dude, and then he got a handout. A May 22nd court appearance drew national attention. Rotondo refused the judge's request to work things out directly with his parents, who sat quietly nearby. He failed to persuade the judge to grant him another 6 months with his parents. Rotondo planned to spend the next week at an Airbnb in Syracuse. He credited Jones, who has asserted that the Sandy Hook Elementary School was a hoax, or the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre was a hoax, with providing a $3,000 check to cover rental and other costs. Later, he plans on moving in with a distant cousin. Dude, get a job.
What the fuck?
Rotondo,
this guy's gonna go homeless. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna burn through those $3,000, and then he's
check this out. He has a son. Rotondo has said the eviction fight is connected with his efforts to get back visitation time with his 8-year-old son. He lost custody and unsupervised visitation with the boy in 2017.
Probably because he didn't have a job and wasn't paying that.
Oh my God. He said he called the police because he believed the boy's Lego blocks were in the basement and his father wouldn't let him look for them. Instead, the father offered to look for specific items, and if he found them, bring them out. The Legos were found. This is so funny.
The Legos were found.
Who calls the police over Lego? Like this guy. This isn't a game show, Rotondo said, explaining to the newspaper why he called the police. I don't have to guess what's behind door number 1. Calls made to Mark and Christina Rotondo's home on Friday were not answered.
These people are probably super embarrassed.
No kidding.
Yeah, pretty embarrassing. Let's say, leave Lil Tay alone, tech writer says.
Oh my God. You remember this chick, right? From the PewDiePie video?
Oh
my bathroom more than your rent, my toilet more than your rent, my bed more than your rent, my purse more than your rent, everything I got here more than your rent.
This is what we're talking about, spoiling kids and shit. This is
yes. Apparently her mother is from Vancouver, like because she lost her job recently. Alexandra Samuel compares parents putting their kids on YouTube to pushing hockey. Really?
What?
A potty mouth 9-year-old rapper known as Lil Tay has quickly become one of the most controversial rising stars of the internet. Her antics have garnered fierce criticism, with some questioning her family's role in crafting and promoting her provocative, polarizing persona. But tech writer Alexandra Samuel argues that putting your kid on YouTube isn't much different from taking them outside for hours-long practice sessions at the hocky rink. No, dude, it's different. It's different. If you look at a parent who has, like, there's a discipline aspect here that's oh my God. Anyways, if you look at a parent who has their kids spending 20 hours a week at a hockey rink in the hope that they're going to be the next big NHL star, there may not be cash changing hands today, but that isn't necessarily any less exploitative or pushy or damaging to the kid than something like this. Samuel, who is also an independent researcher and author of Work Smarter with Social Media, told the Current's Anna Maria Tremonti. Lil Tay has 2.3 million Instagram followers and more than 200,000 YouTube subscribers. This is so fucking weird. Like that's a point of something, you know? Oh my God, I have so many followers on Instagram. It's like, okay. I need to step back from this and like assess what's happening here. Some of her videos have been viewed more than 9 million times. Her posts show her waving wads of cash in front of expensive cars, bragging about how rich she is and how her outfits cost more than your mama's rent.
Yeah, that's very different from hockey.
Yeah. They teach you sportsmanship and respect and like all that shit.
Shitty spoiled behavior of gloating about how much money you have.
Yeah.
Bitch, you don't have any money. You're a kid. That's their parents' money.
Yeah. Samuel argued that the controversy surrounding the young star and her family is largely based on assumption with no real context. Okay, but this is what she's putting out, though.
Is this person saying it's an act, and the kid knows that that's not the way to act? They're just
well. I mean, look at this, right? I'm a lot more concerned, frankly, about the negative impact of the judgment and the infighting than I am about some 9-year-old who wants to swear a lot on YouTube.
What? Why?
What do you mean judgment and infighting? Where?
That doesn't even make sense.
We're acting like this child on YouTube is some new phenomenon, but who hasn't been at the awkward dinner party where the parent is insisting the child play. Okay, this is very different.
Very different.
How do you even compare those things?
I don't think she understands what the complaint is. I don't think people are complaining that her parents are making her do this. I think they're complaining that their parents are teaching her bad social skills and ethics and shit.
Yeah, so basically what they're saying is her parent, the assumption is in here that the parents are pushing her to be on YouTube and act like this to make money.
Yeah.
And to keep doing it, to be some kind of YouTube star. But I mean... That's
not the issue, I think. I think the issue is that her parents are teaching her shitty behavior.
Yeah, exactly. Or they're not intervening to stop it. Jesse Miller argued that the key difference between Samuel's examples and performing online is that the latter brings the promise of fame and money. No, it doesn't bring the promise of fame and money. No. And that presents a significant problem. Miller is the founder of Mediated Reality, a company that works to educate people about social blah, blah, blah. He says a young internet star should be subject to regulations similar to those applied to child actors. A child in Canada should have access to oversight for their working conditions and to safety. Access to oversight. This appears to be more the brother and the mother of Lil Tay trying to raise her profile. We would all hope that children would be able to have a very normal, everyday existence, except for this child who has 2 million followers on Instagram. There is definitely something about getting way too much attention from people way too young. I mean, look how adults handle that shit.
Yeah, not very well.
They fucking kill themselves at 27. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think there's somewhat of an onus start to develop an oversight body within social media sharing, where we do have more advocacy groups looking for the benefits of child participation online.
Crazy. This girl is 9 years old. She's on YouTube.
Yeah, and she's obnoxious.
And talking about that she has more than you, and just bad behavior.
I haven't seen Ocean's 11 yet. I hear it's very good, but they are coming out with Ocean's 8, which is like an all-female cast of Oceans.
It doesn't look interesting to me.
Opinions? Yeah.
It's not even just because they're all women. It's just also the women that are in it. I don't like Sandra Bullock stuff.
Oh, you don't? Really?
What has she ever done that's good besides Demolition Man? It was her first movie.
She was good in Speed, okay? Go fuck yourself.
She was all right in Speed.
I know, it was all Keanu.
But she wasn't good at anything else. Everything else she's done is shitty.
I haven't seen Miss Congeniality, but I hear that was good. Even guys like that one.
Horrible. Horrible. I don't like it. Chris said Ocean's 8 looks like total shit. Yeah, I agree. If I saw Aimee in Canada, I'd throw a snowball at her.
Shut up, Allie. Whatever. I'd give you a hug.
Oh.
But a grumpy one. And then I'd knee you in the ball. That's right. Just one. You only have one ball if you're going to be throwing snowballs at me. At a girl.
The film in space was good. What film in space?
What is digital justice? You ready for some cringe?
Uh-oh.
You want to cringe together? Let's cringe.
Yeah. For many, it starts with their internet bill. What? Oh, it has to do with it. Internet plans.
This is Canada for you. Canada's expensive internet plans, they are actually a ripoff, as are the phone plans, can restrict access to people searching for jobs and services online. Yeah. Internet access is a key battleground in the fight for equality in the digital world, according to the activist behind a new Canadian digital justice organization. Digital Justice Organization.
The CEJO.
Canada has very expensive internet plans, and we are all impacted by that. Nasma Ahmed told the Currents. And I mean, I'm on government assistance, and I can pay my internet bill fine. How? I don't know what you're talking about. Ahmed cited a study called Internet for All by the Association of Community Organizations for Reform Now.
God damn, that's a long name.
Ugh.
This
It
just cost
stated
me.
that low-income individuals spent 1/10 of their income accessing the internet. According to Ahmed, that expense creates inequalities in a society where we have to be logged on to apply for jobs or to do a lot of things in public services.
Well, there's internet cafes. You can go there, pay a couple.
Exactly. Ahmed launched the Digital Justice Lab. Oh no. An organization that aims to make the digital realm more inclusive and equitable.
Well, if they make the internet cheaper for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's just like everything needs to be taken to a bit of a silly degree. Like, inequality is just everywhere, and some things are going to be more expensive for some people, and that's kind of just how it works. I mean, yeah, the internet I do agree about. Like, I do think people should have access to the internet. Everything is going digital, right? And I do agree with that for sure. But I mean, it has to be like, if you're lowering the prices for people that can't afford them, there has to be something that kind of works across the board for everybody, because
well, they could just be free internet, and you could be like maybe 56K internet is free.
Yeah, right? Like, yeah, like just very
you still
basic.
can access stuff, but it's going to be super slow. Like,
let's see,
that makes sense, right? Why not they should just make, just like broadcast television is free, you know?
Oh, yeah.
They should just make 56K internet free.
Why the Swedish tenor turned anti-gay hate mail into a song.
Yeah, but look at him.
I know, yeah. Guyliner, not down. The isolation of new motherhood. Trump and the Trans Mountain Pipeline. What would John Chrétien do? This brand created the first ad visible from outer space.
I guess KFC.
Yeah. I wonder who.
The community's only ambulance is vandalized, so a stranger brought them a new one. How nice. Thanks for telling me the whole article in the headline.
I know, right? Academics call removal of ISIS documents by New York Times unethical.
Get fucked.
ISIS documents should not be removed, though.
Oh, I thought they mean the other way. I thought they meant removed so that... Yeah, it should not be removed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that is unethical.
Yeah, I'm reading it back.
Why are they trying to fucking hide that shit, man? Roseanne is not the person I remember.
Oh, get out of here. Maybe we should read that one.
Yeah? Wanna?
I don't believe them. Roseanne has always been a super controversial fucking joke.
Yeah, she talks a lot of shit. She's always talked shit.
She finds that shit funny.
There was never an inkling back then that she would swing to these kinds of rants, says William. She's a fucking comedian. William Lucas Walker, a former writer and producer on the original Roseanne TV series, says he loved the show's reboot, but is glad it got canceled.
Oh, God.
Dude, this is why people don't care about Canadians' opinions. ABC pulled the hit sitcom Tuesday after star Roseanne Barr tweeted a racist comment about Valerie Jarrett.
Supposedly racist.
A one-time aide to former U.S. President Barack Obama, referring to the Iranian-born African-American woman as a product of the Muslim Brotherhood and the Planet of the Apes.
That's so good. How can you get mad at somebody who's made such a funny joke? That's a great joke. Have you seen what this lady looks like? It's perfect. That's
actually,
a great
can I find the tweets? Let me see.
Valerie, what was her name?
Roseanne, hold on, Barr tweets racist. Blah, blah, blah.
Valerie Jarrett, that's her name.
Yeah, that's her name.
Click that one. That'll probably show her face. The one that says Valerie Jarrett responds to Roseanne Barr's. Yep, there she is. That's the haircut. So it looks like Planet of the Apes.
Yo, you know what's really funny? I saw a meme of this yesterday, and a black guy has this hair, and he's like, when you drive your wife's car so much, your hair starts looking like her. In one tweet, Barr wrote, Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ.
Muslim Brotherhood equals VJ, yeah.
Oh my God, something's playing. What is playing? Fuck this website. Look how much shit is on CNN's website. That. Yeah. Like I don't
a lot of news sites are like that. It's so annoying. You gotta deal with all these ads just to read an article.
Yeah, I don't understand how people actually watch the news on TV, because there's like when I'm at the gym, I see it sometimes. There's like 500 things happening on the screen, and it's like, your brain can't keep up with that, right? Like, yeah, you're talking at me and there's 5 things scrolling across the screen right now that I'm for some reason my brain is trying to also process with all the shit that's happening. It's ridiculous. Like it's just meant to fuck you up.
Like there's some bar rebuked by drug maker after blaming Ambien for tweet. Ambien makes you do fucked up shit. I don't give a shit what they say.
It does. That's funny that Joe was talking about that today with Kevin Smith. Like, yeah, this guy, one of my friends, he took Ambien, he woke up in the middle of the night, he made himself a meal, he ate, and then he went back to bed, and like he had no recollection of it whatsoever. People drive and shit on Ambien too. Like,
my friend's mom has done that on multiple occasions. She wakes up in the middle of the night, cooks an entire dinner, and then goes right back to sleep and leaves the dinner there. You know, like, and then wakes up the next morning and blames it on other people. Thinks that it's like her boyfriend or her son doing it.
It's like super fucked up.
But she has no recollection of cooking in the middle of the night.
She later tweeted an apology for what she called a bad joke about Jarek's politics and her looks.
I took it. I could hear it as a joke. It's totally a joke.
What do you think of ABC's decision? I applaud it. I think it was the only thing possible to do, especially since they are a money-making machine and that they stood to make a fortune off of the show. And you don't often see networks make decisions that are morally correct over what they might make in profit. I don't know.
What I hope happens is, since Joe Rogan, I wasn't sure before, but Joe Rogan mentions that ABC doesn't own the show. So what I think is they should take the show to someone else. And I bet you someone else will pick it up, like Netflix or something. Somebody will pick them up.
Roseanne Barr was once edgy and provocative. Now she's absurd and offensive. How has she changed? Is this the same Roseanne that you worked with?
No, that's just the way you viewed shit. Back when they're saying she was edgy and provocative, she was offensive. People would constantly complain about Roseanne since I was a kid. There was always people going after her, being like, "Oh, this is offensive. That's offensive." It's just we were in a different climate then, and we didn't find those things offensive. Or, I mean, my generation, right? The younger people. So there's like a person probably my age writing this. Billy says it too. She's exactly the same. Exactly. She used to say offensive shit all the time back in the day. People just didn't. In her stand-up and shit, she just wasn't so big because that was before the show. The show itself would be somewhat offensive, but not so bad. But in public, she still was offensive. Or she would do shows and shit. Now she has Twitter. Now new people are reading the shit that her kind of comedy, and they're not liking it. But it's like, hey, that's how her comedy's always been.
Fine, don't fucking like it, but you don't have to like totally fuck someone up. Like people are gonna say crazy shit. Like we all have crazy shit that we think and say, and it's weird that people like to pretend that they're coming from this place that they're such Puritans and they've never done anything wrong. And it's like anybody who says that they haven't had a fucked up thought, they're suspicious to me.
Yeah.
If you're going to be someone who tells me you've never done anything bad, you've never lied, you've never done some fucked up shit.
You never looked at somebody and thought, damn, that person looks like a monkey. Like
straight up. You're a fucking liar. You are a liar.
And that's not even a race thing because I've seen white people that look like monkeys.
Yeah, exactly. People are just fucking liars, man. They want to appear like they're so fucking virtuous and amazing. Fuck you.
I feel like people who think that about Roseanne Barr and say that she was never like that. I think those are people who only know her from the TV show and never watched her outside of that.
Yeah.
Like if you've seen her on late night talk shows or doing stand-up, she says some crazy shit. Like she doesn't give a shit, basically.
Yeah, no, I don't think she ever has. I mean, if you've watched it before. I was
disappointed that she apologized for this because she used to get in trouble all the time for shit and not apologize. You know, and that's what I liked about her. She didn't give a shit. She was like, "Oh well, it was a joke. You don't get it. You don't get it. Fuck it." You know.
Don't make a fucking thing of it, though. German zoos, escaped animals didn't actually escape, just hiding. Probably because they're scared of humans and don't want to be around you assholes.
Yeah.
A German zoo triggered a widespread search operation after wrongly reporting the escape of several dangerous animals.
Oh, yeah. I remember hearing they were talking about animals escaped. I guess they didn't escape. They were just hiding.
One of the 2 lions, 2 tigers, a bear, lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my.
And a jaguar.
And the jaguar reported gone. Only the bear actually left its cage. Oh, that's comforting.
Wow, that's still... Well, I guess it's Germany. They can handle bears.
Lüneburg.
Lüneburg.
In German state of Rhineland-Palatinate. I don't know how to say it. had reported earlier.
A lot to that. So yeah, I don't know.
Where devastating downpours broke down the fencing of a nearby zoo, one bear escaped and had to be shot and killed. Ooh.
Oh, they killed the poor bear.
Yeah, they killed that.
He was just looking for a garbage can to rummage through.
They killed that nigga, man. They killed that.
That's sad. That poor bear. All he wanted was lunch.
Oh shit! Roseanne podcast not happening today. Was he gonna have Roseanne on?
He didn't have Roseanne on. I guess she canceled.
The Roseanne podcast is not happening today. She's not doing well and doesn't want to travel, and she's gone radio silent on me. So I'm just going to step away. The whole thing has been pretty brutal on her, and I hope she can find some peace.
You think she was mad? You think she's upset about his conversation with Kevin Smith because he just talked to Kevin Smith last night about her?
Yeah, and I mean, Kevin Smith had a point though. You don't just take Ambien and say racist shit.
No, I agree, but I don't think it's racist.
I don't personally either.
But Joe Rogan said what she said, and he said he believed her. So
yeah, I don't know. That's kind of hard,
like to see. I hope she goes on another time. I'd like to see Joe Rogan talk to Roseanne.
Yeah, they had a good conversation before. It was fun.
Mm-hmm. Roseanne, why you?
Well, you know. You know what else is? Like, people, as they get older, you give less and less of a shit about what you say. And if you're someone who's in the public eye, you're going to eat shit for it.
Mm-hmm.
You just are. Oh, this is listening to Joe and Kevin Smith talk about dogs and trying to keep it together so I don't look weak. Oh, yeah, a lot of them. They were crying a lot.
Were they actually crying? I missed that part.
I was putting together a bookshelf when they started crying about it. I'm doing manly shit, men don't cry. I just listened to this last night on the way to taking my 11-year-old Jack Russell to the vet. He had lost about a third of his weight in the past couple of months. Turns out he has a tumor, so this was a weird coincidence. Aw, that sucks, dude.
It is not a tumor.
Cried in my car. Looked weak.
Cried in my car. I would never tell Joe Rogan he looks weak for crying, because then he'd just probably do one of them taekwondo kicks.
Yeah.
Give me a taekwondo kick to the chest and fucking break my rib cage in half.
Oh, look at that 3 cats just chilling with him while he's playing video games.
That's cute.
Damn, dude. That's an empty ass room. Very minimal. I want a cat.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you want a doggy. So you can go running with it. A relaxing stroll along the river.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's a river of liquid rock.
Yeah. That's ballsy. I could not do that. Can you imagine if it like has it just has a burst?
Yeah, a little fucking.
You'd get destroyed. Like, you're done. Look how close that person is getting.
Oh, he's getting closer. Why? Look, he's about to touch it with a stick. What the fuck's the matter with you, dude?
Sheer stupidity, man.
Oh, I'm measuring it. Yeah, it's craziness, though.
What are you gonna do? Do you wanna stop the stream and go just hang out for a bit? Wanna watch a couple episodes of Sunny? It's always sunny.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Yeah, you wanna do that?
Fuck these guys. Let's go watch It's Always Sunny.
All right.
Not just kidding. We love you guys, but yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Reading articles, hanging out.
Yeah.
And remember, if somebody's fat, you know, give them a chance. Let them come an hour late to work. You know, give them an extra half hour for lunch and stuff. It takes them a while to eat because they have to eat a lot more to maintain their weight.
Can I just push them down a hill?
You know, if you got all those privileges for being overweight, don't you think that would lead to people wanting to become overweight so they can get all those privileges?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And it would lead to people not wanting to lose weight because then they'll start losing these privileges they have.
Well, I would start gaining weight if I was getting to come into work
you can come to work late. You can take days off. You know, get extra days off probably.
My fatness is really bothering me today. Can I just skip work?
Yeah, I thought you were being serious. I was like, is it?
No.
Yeah, can I just skip work? I got out of work. I got out of bed, and you know, my knees buckled. because it's too heavy for me. So it's fucking nuts. All right. So thanks, guys, for joining us.
Yeah, it was fun.
Filling out, reading articles, bullshitting.
And I hope you guys all have a great day, and we'll see you sometime soon because we like to talk. So yeah.
The policy. Oh, we have a couple things. We have the video. We have a video we're gonna do where we read the comments to the last 18 video we did.
Right.
On Southern and Tommy Robinson, because we got a lot of hate, so we think it's funny, and we're gonna all our channels. And then me and Jay at some point are gonna eat Vegemite for the first time. We're gonna try that out. So that's coming too. Yep.
That'd be so cute.
Yeah.
You guys need to drink. You have to have your coffee in your mug, and he has to have tea in his mug that you guys have.
Yeah, we could do that with our Lance mug.
You know what I'm talking about.
Moist clams.
That's so funny. I love that.
All right. So that's what's coming up. So I hope you guys are cool with that and down with it.
Have fun, everybody. Bye.